Showtime in the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's up and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to today's live stream. What's up, guys? How are y'all? High fives and fist bumps to everyone. Hey, guys, we freaking made it. We did 32 quarters of basketball in just 2 days. That is insane when you say it out loud like that. 32 quarters of basketball in 2 days. What a wild ride this past weekend was. It feels like just doing 2 games today is going to be cake. Let's hope that it is. Real quick update, guys. There seems to be really bad weather here in San Antonio, Texas. Like, really bad weather here in San Antonio. And I'm hoping that everything stays good, that we don't have any internet outages, that we don't have any power outages or anything like that. But it is something that is definitely affecting my side of town right now. So if any issues do arise, just bear with me. We'll find some sort of alternative, whether I got to go grab the generator downstairs and get all this plugged in through there and then relaunch, or if I got a, mobile hotspot on my phone and go that way about it. We will make sure that it works. But we've got 2 games for you today, guys. We got the Knicks and the Hawks, and then we've got the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. Also, side note, nothing to do with this. Happy 420, guys. I got Casey in the chat right now. Is your backup generator ready to go? Yes, it actually is charged and ready to go. Hopefully we're not going to need it. What's up, Imperfect Bob? Hello to Robert Zamora, the one and only. Welcome in, Robert. I got Nathaniel in the chat. I got John Jackson in the chat. Jamal Simpson in the chat right now. Jamal Sampson in the chat right now. Mr. Mojo, it was raining cats and dogs in New Braunfels last night. Probably still raining cats and dogs in New Braunfels here today. Probably still raining cats and dogs in New Braunfels today. Let's see. Jesus saying hello. John Jackson saying it is raining. Is it raining in Texas? Oh, it's raining here in Texas. David, what's up? Mike G. What's going on, brother? He says runts. Love me some good runts. I got Steve. What's up, Steve? You know what, man? I tell you what. Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Let's go to Steve right now. Let's add a wrench here. One second, trying to get some things set up right now. All right, guys. I handed out 2 new wrenches just now. CJ Banning and Steve. Guys, please do not abuse the power. I think I can trust you guys with these wrenches right now. I'm going to leave those there for y'all. But 2 new wrenches handed out. CJ Banning and Steve, welcome to the crew, guys. Appreciate y'all being here today. Let's pop out the chat one more time. Get our overlay. Let's do the overlay one more time. Update this one. Cool. All right, man. Nice, says Big Duke. What's up, Big Duke? How you doing? I got Love Crafton in the chat. Welcome back. Clifford saying what's up. Squad up, says Mike G. Mike G might be on that list here coming up, too. So should Victoria. What's up, Victoria? Welcome in. She says it's been a very, very long day. Let's effing go. You know what's great? It's actually not been a very, very long day for me. Yesterday and the day before were brutal. Today should be good to go. All right, y'all. Let's take a look at our head-to-head comparisons really quick. This is what we had. We had 7 out of 8 home teams win, and the Detroit Pistons had to go and mess it all up for everybody. Pistons lost to the Magic yesterday, and if I'm being honest, I'm a little nervous for the Detroit Pistons. Now, I know you can chop it up to rust, but when your best player puts up 39 points and you still lose that game to the Orlando Magic, there's problems here. The Pistons defense is supposed to be one of the best defenses in the NBA. Every single starter for the Orlando Magic had 15 or more. Cavaliers versus Raptors. That game is actually wrapping up right now. Game 2 is wrapping up here for the Cavaliers and Raptors, and you can see that the Cavaliers are up 42-34 in this game for Game 2. Knicks and Hawks is what we'll be covering right now. So Knicks and Hawks coming up first. Later tonight, guys, Nuggets and Timberwolves. We'll get there in a second. Knicks win Game 1. Hawks looking to win Game 2 here. Easier said than done. Celtics 76ers. Celtics got the win over the Sixers. Pretty easy win for the Celtics there as well. Thunder mopped the floor with the Phoenix Suns. Lakers got a win over the Rockets. Word on the street is that KD might be back for the next game, but if he's not, I've heard a lot of people saying that the Lakers are going to win the series if the Rockets do not have KD because they cannot generate offense without him. Nuggets and Timberwolves, man. I think the Timberwolves might be in some serious trouble here as well. Anthony Edwards going to need to put on a superhero cape and become Ant-Man for real, because there's no other way that they're going to beat the Nuggets if Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic are playing the way that they are playing. And the San Antonio Spurs, it got pretty close a couple of times yesterday. I'm not going to lie. My San Antonio Spurs were up for the majority of the game, but dang, man, that was too close for comfort, even though we did win by double digits. I think 13, 14 points is what we won by. And that's too close for me. I thought Wemby had an amazing day, guys. 35 points for Victor Wembanyama. He now set the new San Antonio Spurs record last night for the most points in a playoff debut, breaking Tim Duncan's record from 1998. 35 points for Victor Wembanyama, 35 points and 5 3-pointers made for Victor Wembanyama. That is the first time in NBA history that a debut player had 35 and 5 3-pointers. So, go Wemby. By the way, another interesting anomaly about this game here with the Pistons and the Magic, I don't know if you guys realize this, but the Magic literally led the game from wire to wire, from end to end. They had a 100% lead the entire game. Like 100% of the game, they had the lead. For an 8 seed, I think that's the first time since seeding had been tracked in 1986 that that's ever happened, that the 8 seed. Oh, and another crazy anomaly, guys. Did you know that the Pistons have not won a home game in the playoffs since 2008? It continues for Detroit. All right, let's get to today's game. Let's talk about the game at hand. Ladies and gentlemen, the Atlanta Hawks and the New York Knicks. This is a combination of not just the regular season. This is regular season and Game 1 included right now, guys. So Atlanta Hawks averaging 118.3, New York Knicks averaging 116.5, but the Knicks, despite scoring fewer points, are actually better when it comes to the efficiency rates up and down the list right now. Oh my gosh, it's going to storm tonight, brother. The news is on right now, and then the game comes on in 3 minutes, or coverage for the game will come in 3 minutes. This is going to be a long night. Okay. Fast break points per game, advantage Atlanta. Points in the paint, advantage Atlanta. Assists per game, advantage Atlanta. Turnovers committed, New York Knicks, fewer turnovers on that side. So all of the other stuff isn't as important as the big headline numbers here, guys. 118, keep these in mind. 118, 116.5. This is what the defenses are allowing for both sides. 116, so that's a 2-point positive spread for the Atlanta Hawks, and 110 for the New York Knicks. That's a 5-point advantage for the New York Knicks. Therefore, the Knicks are favorites to win this game. And according to ESPN and according to NBC and CBS, it looks like the Knicks are 6.5-point favorites heading into today's game. 6.5-point favorites. Remember that. That is the spread for this contest. Defensive rebounds per game, advantage to the New York Knicks, but the rest of this defensively, the Atlanta Hawks, We'll see if they can limit this number right here. This is going to be the real kicker for the Atlanta Hawks here today. Let's take a quick look right now at this series schedule. The last game between these two teams, the Atlanta Hawks did keep it lower than 116. They did allow 113, but the New York Knicks only allowed the Hawks to put up 102. Knicks win game one. That is your score for game one. This is our game here today happening right now. Then Thursday is going to be game 3. Saturday will be game 4, and if needed, games 5, 6, and 7 are on the right-hand side. Time still TBD. Shout out to Joey Davis in the chat. I got Justin Talbot checking in. DJ Gene, what's going on, brother? I got Gray59. Because I got high says hello. What's up, guys? James Joseph in the chat. Hey, we got the squad today. Timothy Jett, how you doing, brother? Joe Sloan with us. Looks like Mr. Mojo's in the house as well. All right, it's going to be a good day, guys. Hey, Hero. We got Hero Goo. What up, Hero? How you doing? Mario, question, if the Lakers win Game 2, will you buy a Bronny James jersey and rock it for Game 3? I would not buy a Bronny James jersey, but if you bought one for me and sent it to me, I might. I actually would wear anything that was sent to me, like I wore the tie that was given to me by Coach Lenny. Those ties that he gave us, I'm going to wear that Christmas tie this year as well. I got Bruce in the chat. What up, Bruce? Boomer Sooner wants the fist bump. What up, Boomer Sooner? How you doing? I said 820. I'm standing on that. Should be Nation Afro Man Day. Okay. All right, Timothy Jett. I love Afro Man, by the way. Let's see. Rowalk in the chat. What up, Rowalk? What up, Kid Anime? Kid Anime's in the chat. Cool. Opa. What's up? Just checking in, brother. What's up, Opa? Opa! What's up, Opa? How you doing, bro? Old School saying Football Nation has my attention. How are you, Old School? All right, guys, so this was the series schedule, right? This is what we're talking about right now. The last game was won. Game 1 was won by the New York Knicks. Okay, we can actually take a deeper look at some of this if you want to, and actually go player by player and talk about how they performed in the last game. I think we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and actually do that, but let's do it this way instead. We'll look at the Hawks and we'll look at the at the Knicks at the same time right now. Overall, this season, we know that Jalen Brunson has been an absolute force. We know that Jalen Brunson has been, averaging 26 points per game. You can see the numbers right there. 26 points per game compared to the 19 points per game. We're going to take a look at the postseason numbers right now. In the last game, guys, Jalen Brunson scored 28 points. He did have 5 rebounds. He had 7 assists. Those are good numbers, guys. 28 points is better than his normal 26. He had 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 turnovers. I will say that. I don't think he had 1 steal in this game, so there as well. No blocks, but very good day for Jalen Brunson. Let's duplicate this tab and go to my Hawks side. Take a look at C.J. McCollum. C.J. McCollum in the last game, guys. 34 minutes played for C.J. McCollum in the last one. He also overperformed his regular season averages. C.J. McCollum with 26 points in game 1. They're going to need more of that out of C.J. McCollum tonight against this Knicks front 5 or starting 5. Looking at the shooting guard comparison, guys, we got Josh Hart and Dyson Daniels. So Dyson Daniels in the last game, guys, he did play 36 minutes but only managed 4 points. 36 minutes and 4 points, that is not great. You're going to want to make that adjustment right here. I will say he had 9 rebounds in the game, so good job contributing on that side for Dyson Daniels. But pretty tough game when you play 36 minutes and only put up 4 points. That's really going to hurt your squad. Looking over on the other side for Josh Hart. Josh Hart is averaging about 12 points per game. So Hart is averaging 12 points per game. But in the last game, Josh Hart put up just 11. He did have, get this, guys, 14 defensive rebounds in the last game for Josh Hart. 14. The dude was going off. So he had a double-double in the last game. 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals in the last contest in Game 1 against the Hawks. Let's go to the small forward comparison here. Small forward comparison, Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Mikal Bridges. So Bridges in the last game, 32 minutes, just 11 points as well. But I want to say something real quick, guys. Take a look at the numbers for the New York Knicks. Brunson, 28 points. Towns, 25 points. Anunoby with 18. Josh Hart with 11. And Mikal Bridges with 11. All of the starters contributed with double-digit points. That is how you win basketball games. That is why the New York Knicks won in that game. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 39 minutes. He did manage to put up 17 points, but he did not crash boards. He did not play that style of basketball. Only 1 rebound the entire game. He did have 4 assists, which is close to his average right there. No steals in that one. He did have a block, so give him credit for that. Also, he did have a turnover, only 1 foul. Not a terrible game, but not the best performance out of him, and they're going to need just a little bit more. Here we go, guys. OG Anunoby, taking a look at Anunoby and Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson did a great job in the last game. Now, he normally averages about 23 points. Last game, he had 23 points. He also had 7 defensive rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover. Pretty close to a perfect game. Did pick up 3 fouls. Not a bad day for Jalen Johnson in Game 1. And OG Anunoby, as I mentioned moments ago, scored 18 points in Game 1. 18 points for him. He had... What is this? I actually have him listed for that game with 0 assists. I had 8 rebounds in the game, so outperformed his rebound numbers for that. No blocks for OG, no turnovers for OG. I think a pretty decent matchup between these two guys, but Jalen Johnson definitely the scorer out of the two. And then Onyeka Okongwu and Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns in the last game. We were making fun of him. Someone said he was soft. I said I kind of agree, and then the dude turns around and scores 25 points. So he puts up 25 points. He must have had his ears ringing because we were talking trash about him. So 25 points for Towns in the last game, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He also had a steal and not 1, not 2, but 3 blocks in that game. Towns showed up big time for the New York Knicks. On the other side, Okongwu. Lead block, the point man later, Mario says James Joseph. See you, James Joseph. Taking a look at Okongwu right now. In the last game, he did score 19 points, which is not bad. I do want to say something here. The New York Knicks played really good basketball, but so did the Atlanta Hawks. Now, I'm not giving them enough credit for the starters or what they've been able to do, but C.J. McCollum scored 26. Jalen Johnson scored 23. We had 19 from Okongwu, 17 from Alexander Walker, but Daniels was the missing part where he only scored 4. Jonathan Kuminga off the bench scored 8. Gabe Vincent scored 2. Looks like Gay scored 3, and that's really it. So the bench really let down this squad. Coming in off the bench, they did not contribute much for this unit. So just a few bench points in the last game. Kuminga did come through. Mohamed Gay had just a few points. Nothing from Risasher. Actually, just 3 fouls really quick from Risasher. Actually 2 minutes. Yeah, it was not a day for him. Gabe Vincent a couple points as well. All right, guys, I think that's just about it for this game here. Tip-off coming at you guys in just a second. Robert Zamora says it sounds good on my side. CJ Banning, make sure you click the little microphone button on the YouTube side. You got that flip phone? You got a flip phone? Yeah, we picked him up. Game time, almost, Danilo. Danilo Cordero, close. Meeting going OKC, CJ. Yep, I'm gathering splinters, says James Joseph. Must be my phone, says CJ Banning. All right. Yeah, everything seems clean on my side, guys. I don't seem to have any issues on this end. What's up, y'all? How are ya? Hawks got to hit their threes and free throws in this game, says Love Crafton. Yes, they definitely do. Justin says, I remember when Gabe was on LA, the good old days. 221 is the over, says Mr. Mojo. Let me actually bring that up as well. One final piece to the equation that I normally do, and that is my scrolling text at the bottom of the screen. Have not updated that just yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Copy text number. I guess we'll edit this one. Cool. So there it is, guys. I got 217 as the over-under according to CBS right now. And the numbers that I typically pull for this are from CBS, guys, so just so you know. Okay, are y'all hearing that beeping? Am I tripping? Are y'all hearing that beepy? What's up, gang? Agreed, Mojo. Will tonight's trivia be difficult, asks DJ Gene. I don't think so. I don't think it was difficult. Santino put it together. He did a great job. Looked good to me on my end. Let's go ahead and get this tip-off started, guys. So this game is about to start right now. Refresh my screen and get this to the top players. If it decides to pull up. Waiting for tip-off right now. There we go. Game leaders. Okay, here's the tip-off, folks. And it's going to be one. Looks like the Atlanta Hawks win the opening tip-off. Here comes Atlanta with the basketball. They are heading towards the right side of the screen. A couple things I need to make some quick. Oops, I forgot to grab these. Oh, crud. Basketball with Johnson right now. Okay, so Jalen Johnson going to lose the basketball as it goes out of bounds. Good pressure being brought in there by Josh Hart. So Josh Hart forcing a turnover here. Can't find my Knicks logos either. The New York Knicks with the basketball. Jalen Brunson will go to the right. It's now in the hands of, it's actually Brunson still. A fadeaway jump shot from inside the paint. Off the back of the rim. No good. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by New York. It's going to stay down here, and it's Knicks ball. So the New York Knicks have the basketball. Let me get my clock started, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get the additional data here, too. Okay. So here's a three-point shot for OG Anunoby, who was clipped in the air. No whistle for the contact. OG Anunoby will miss the shot. The score is still 0-0 with 11 minutes and 11 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. Make a wish. 11:11 on the clock. Looks like this shot, 11:09 on the clock, is also going to miss its mark. We'll scroll up just a hair so you can see the players on the bench. Couple of rebounds. Still no points in this game, folks. Basketball is in the hands of the Atlanta Hawks. Never mind. It's going to be stolen here. And here come the New York Knicks. Here come the New York Knicks. Here's the drive, and OG Anunoby is going to lose the basketball. It goes out of bounds. Again, last touch by Atlanta. 10:56 on the clock. It's Knicks ball once more. Knicks ball once more. I'm old school, says James. All right. Here's the inbound pass. Karl-Anthony Towns at the three-point line. Towns will drive. Towns will shoot. Double clutch right here. It's now 2-0 as the New York Knicks take an early lead. It's 2-0 Atlanta at the straightaway. Here's a three-point shot that flies. It's off the back of the rim. A rebound right now by the New York Knicks. They bring the ball up. Hart to the left. It's Anunoby on the run. Anunoby going to be fouled on the drive. He goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. So OG to the stripe, shooting 2. That's actually a Spurs thing. Dang. Okay, next commercial break. All right, guys, next commercial break, I actually have to run downstairs and grab the charger for this baby monitor. He's okay. He's watching right now. OG Anunoby at the free throw line. First free throw for OG Anunoby. Too much on it, and it's no good. What's up, Mr. Mike? How you doing, sir? Rock and roll here in the biz. What's up, man? How are you? Shout out to Preston in the chat. Leo, my dude. Leo's in the chat too. T-Mac? No, Mr. Mel. I see Mel in the chat. King Crow, welcome back, sir. Okay, the second free throw will be made here. So second free throw is good for OG Anunoby. McCollum goes to the right. Back and forth right here. It's in the hands of McCollum. McCollum going to use a slight screen. He's in the paint. He'll shoot this one and knocks it down. It's 3-2. Atlanta gets their first shot of the day, courtesy of C.J. McCollum. Ball in the hands of Brunson. Brunson, bottom of your screen. Here comes Josh Hart to set a pick. Brunson goes to Bridges. Bridges has the pass deflected. It's actually going to be stolen. Looks like Dyson Daniels steps on the line, and it's a turnover. I should say it's not a turnover. The loose ball is going to be awarded to the New York Knicks. They still retain possession. So the Knicks to inbound, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks with the basketball. 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Game just getting started. Bounced in, and it's in the hands of Karl-Anthony Towns. Cat, ball way above his head. He'll fight his way in, hand this off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart will take it, and Josh Hart will jam it down. It is 5-2. Josh Hart with the bucket. Man, what a day for basketball it was yesterday, guys. Here's C.J. McCollum on the move. McCollum to the right. Back and forth, McCollum will hand this off. Nice pass inside to Dyson Daniels. Daniels gets a bucket here. That's 2 points for Dyson Daniels. That's literally half of what he scored in the last game. He's the only one of the Hawks starters who did not get double-digit points in the last game. Here is Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns inside to Josh Hart. Josh Hart is in the paint. He'll turn around and shoot. Nice shot. So he knocks this one down. 7-4 is the score. New York with the lead. McCollum will bounce this to the right-hand side. It's with Jalen Johnson. Johnson over to McCollum. McCollum with the spin move. McCollum pushed backwards. He goes to Johnson. Johnson at the straightaway. Tries to get past Bridges. Johnson will pull up and shoot. This baseline jump shot no good. Rebound by Karl-Anthony Towns. So Towns gets a pull down. That's his first of the day. Jalen Brunson in the corner. Brunson covered right now by Okongwu. Here's the shot for Brunson. He says, I don't care if you're in my face. He will miss the shot. Rebound by Josh Hart. Here's Towns. Towns to Hart. Hart one more to Bridges for three. Yes, sir. Bridges for three. It is 10-4. The New York Knicks with the lead here. Spin move away from the challenge. Nickeil Alexander-Walker will pass this over. Here's the shot. Looks like there will be a foul. The shot will be missed. We go to the stripe for 2 shots. Looks like a foul on the play. Looks like a foul on the play. Ooh. Oh, yeah, little man, what's up? He wanted to watch this basketball game. He's here watching the game. 10-4. That is the score. 10-4, that is the score. Free throw line. The first one will be made right now by Dyson Daniels. Daniels now has 3 points here. And if he knocks down the next one, he will already have as many points as he had in game 1. All day, baby, says Danilo. Philly Mike OG saying that Donovan Mitchell broke his leg. Will someone please confirm? Will someone please confirm right now if this is true? All right, here's the move. Looks like Josh Hart will drive. Josh Hart will score, and the score is 12-6 off a layup from Josh Hart. In the front court now, here's the pass to the bottom wing. This three-point shot is good. Okongwu knocks it down. It's 9-12. Okongwu with a big shot. He's got another bucket. That's actually his first of the day. He's now got 3 points, 2 rebounds. Ball is with Brunson. New York Knicks will drive to the rim. Here's Brunson. Brunson sees Anunoby. Anunoby to Hart. Hart to Bridges. Bridges backed up, back to Hart. Hart against McCollum. Hart lets it fly from downtown. That's no good. Rebound Okongwu. So Okongwu gets the board. He goes to Daniels. Daniels is in the paint. Daniels back to Okongwu at the elbow. Okongwu against Brunson. Nice spin move. He'll shoot. He will miss this shot. Rebound for Josh Hart. Hart going to be dispossessed. Last touch by McCollum. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to end up being, last touch by New York. It's going to end up being Hawks ball. So Hawks basketball. Okay. Hawks basketball. CJ Banning says later, guys. Robert says, Sammy, he's over here right now. Ball is with the Atlanta Hawks. Inside the paint, looks like hands are going to break this up. It's stolen by Josh Hart. Fast break opportunity. Looks like a transition 3. Yes, sir! Jalen Brunson with a triple. There's a timeout forced. The Atlanta Hawks will stop the clock right now. 7:05 on it. 7:05 on the clock. First timeout of the day will be taken for Atlanta. We go to our first commercial break. What's up, chat? How y'all doing? Opa saying it's halftime. Unless he broke it walking to the locker room, LOL, says Opa. I don't think that's true. I haven't heard anything about Mitchell being hurt. Let's see. CJ Banning said, later, guys. That's news to me, says Mr. Mojo. I got the Cavs game live streaming. Need some likes. Thanks, says Detroit Sports. Let's see. Mitchell is fine, says Work Justice. People are not like machines. No, we're definitely not, bro. We're definitely not. Hey, says Joey Davis. Michael says, weather is beautiful, 73. Not in San Antonio, man. It has been raining literally the entire day, and it will continue to rain tonight. Flash flood warnings, severe flash flood warnings here in San Antonio. Hopefully the Spurs can make it to the stadium tomorrow. You know, it's bad in San Antonio. It's honestly even worse in Austin right now, and the gap between Austin and San Antonio. We got this, says Danilo. Let's go Knicks, says Ronnie. Okay, guys, so this is pretty simple. If you're a Knicks fan, please drop something blue in the chat for me. If you're a Hawks fan, please drop something red in the chat for me. I want to know who's who here today. Who are you rooting for? We're in the middle of our first full timeout. My guess is we probably got 20 seconds left to go, guys. So who you got today? Let's find out. Joey says cheers. Cheers to you, Joey. Make my face break out. Uh-oh. Hey, Sammy, says Victoria. There we go. Albert with the blue. We got Knicks in the chat. Sam with the Knicks. Robert with the Knicks. Mike with the Knicks. What's up, guys? I see the Knicks fan. Old school with the Knicks. Ricky Manyhides checking in with the Hawks today. Hudson for the Hawks. Brunson Turner with the Hawks. What up, Brunson? How you doing? We got Rake Flyer with the Knicks right now. It's is this a litmus test? How is this a litmus test? What's going on? Wemby Glazer, how you doing, bro? Rooting for you to have a great broadcast. Snowman Multimedia, thank you, sir. You know, I sent out a bunch of emails last night, man, so if you guys have emailed me in the past week or so, I have replied. Please check your emails. And if you haven't emailed me in the past week or so, feel free to reach out. I'm keeping an eye on that during these next few regular business days. I got Hudson dropping the red flags here for the Atlanta Hawks. Danilo dropping the blue for the New York Knicks. Looks like BM 6026 fire. Hudson again with the Hawks right now. DJ Jean with the Knicks. Dan Smith with the Knicks. Joey Davis with the Hawks. What's up, guys? Okay, so it looks like we got mostly Knicks fans in the chat right now, which is kind of expected, right? Kind of expected. This is actually a really long timeout, too. I thought it was only going to be 20 seconds. Let's see. What are you doing the draft for Football Nation mods? Oh, when are we doing the draft for Football Nation? Okay, so the Football Nation draft will be probably in August, guys. Let's get through the NFL draft so we know who's playing where. Let's get through at least a couple of weeks of preseason so we don't have any pop-up injuries. And probably 2 weeks before the season starts, so probably mid-August, we'll have the draft for Football Nation. Okay, where's my little man? I heard you crying over there, buddy. Here, you want some more of this pineapple? Got to make sure he gets his pineapple. Got to make sure a little man gets his pineapple. All right, guys, let's start the clock. Here's the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks with the basketball. Here's a spin move, a pass back out, and a drive here. This shot will go up. It will not drop. Johnson will miss. It's a rebound for the New York Knicks. Brunson will bring the ball up court right now. Brunson on the dribble. Brunson to the bottom of the screen. He's somewhere between the straightaway and the wing. Swings this one over to Mikal Bridges. Steps in the corner inside to Towns. Shot clock down to 5. Karl-Anthony Towns needs to make a move. He'll spin. He'll shoot. He gets the bucket. No foul. Clean shot. Good defense. Better shot, though. All right, three-point line right now. Looks like Muhammad Gay will pass this to Johnson. Johnson, one more on the court for the Hawks, guys. You got Daniels, Kuminga. Looks like Kuminga with the basketball. We'll go to Johnson here. So Daniels, Kuminga, Gay, Walker, Alexander Walker, and Johnson. Feeds inside, tries to thread the needle, can't quite do it, and so it's stolen by the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson finds himself on the deck here. 2 players on the deck. Jalen Johnson goes down to the ground. It's a transition here for the Hawks, and the jam is going to be rim-checked. He got rim-checked on the dunk. It's Knicks basketball. Knicks up by 8. Here's a pass to the corner, wide open. Hart for 3. No good. Rebound, Nico Alexander Walker. He brings us up here. He'll hold hold for a moment. Looks to the right, goes to Kuminga. Looks like a foul will be coming in. Whistle, and we've got Mohamed Gay on his back here. Looks like he's in pain. 5:33 left to go. 5:33 left to go. Lil Mario taking over, says Joey Davis. Easy work for New York. All right, guys, so we're going to go to an injury timeout right now. Another timeout going to have to be taken. Hawks with a full timeout here. Another one. And, yeah, man. So I'm not quite sure what to expect out of today's game. It is game 2, right? Do I have did I add points here where I shouldn't have? No, I got 17-9. My ESPN must not be updating. There we go. 17-9. We can let Brunson get this, but we must contain Karl-Anthony Towns, says Brunson Turner. The Garden, says Mr. Mojo, the Madison Square Garden. Streaming Consciousness says, originally pulling for a Spurs-Pistons rematch, but I would not mind a Rockets-Knicks dance. I'll tell you, man, I've been saying this for weeks now, Streaming Consciousness. I think it's going to end up being my San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals with the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals right now. That's just my random take right here. I think it's going to be Spurs and Boston. And by the way, I do think that it's going to end up being Spurs and Oklahoma City in the Western Conference. And in the Western Conference Finals, I kind of want – in the Eastern Conference Finals, man – I kind of like the idea of Cavaliers and Knicks, but it won't work that way. It would have to be Cavaliers and Boston Celtics. Otherwise, my prediction won't come true of Spurs versus Boston. So it'll probably end up being Boston and Cavaliers, although I do like the New York Knicks. I think they're a lot of fun to watch. Rockets, blah, ha, ha, says Seth Harmon. I'd tell a joke, but I'd get banned. Uh-oh. Let's see. Boo, says Smoke 420. That's a good take, says Brunson Turner. Going with Boston, huh? I think so, guys. You know what? Here, why don't you guys tell me what you think? This is the way it's going to have to work, man. For Knicks to get here, they'll have to go through. For the Knicks to get here, they would have to, A, get through the Hawks. And the Celtics, I'm pretty sure Celtics are going to get through the 76ers. But then we're looking at this spot right here. It would be Knicks-Celtics. This would be an amazing semifinals. Then we've got Pistons likely going to advance. Honestly, though, after yesterday's game and what I saw for the Orlando Magic, would not be surprised if the Pistons poo-pooed the bed like they did last year, and we had the Magic advance and the Cavaliers advance, and we have a Magic-Cavaliers semifinals there. Over here on this side, Thunder should advance. If Kevin Durant is healthy, the Rockets have a real chance. If Kevin Durant does not come back for this, the Lakers could advance. And here's an interesting take as well, guys. Let's say this is a 7-game series, and it goes 2 full weeks. Then we're looking at maybe an actual timetable for a return for Luka Doncic in the next round. So the Thunder fully loaded, and the Lakers getting a huge piece back in Luka. If the Lakers can get Luka back after 2 weeks and they can play the Thunder, that would be a really, really good series right there. And I also think that the Nuggets and the Spurs are going to be an amazing series. And in case you guys missed it last night, I made a bet saying that the Spurs are going to make it to the NBA, to the Western Conference Finals. And if they do not, I will eat a ghost pepper on the day that they're eliminated here on this stream. Okay, guys, so put my money where my mouth is there. I guess put my... I don't know what the appropriate analogy is there. Here's a shot for Jalen Johnson. He's going to miss this shot. He will be fouled on it. He goes to the free throw line taking 2. So 2 shots coming in right now. 5:33 on the clock. 5:33 on the clock. Ghost Pepper, says DJ Gene. That's it, man. We're going to do that because I'm crazy. Because I am crazy. All right, we'll refresh one more time. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. We are at the free throw line here. First free throw has been made for the Atlanta Hawks. The score is now 10-17. How you doing, little man? Mom should be on her way home, dude. You've been actually really good today. This is probably the best you've been while we've been live streaming. That's good. That means what have you been getting into? Okay, both free throws have been made. It's 17-11. Basketball with Jalen Brunson. We start the clock. Brunson at the Madison Square Garden logo. Looks like a whistle's going to come in. They're going to blow this foul right here. 5:09 left to go. The foul is on Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga will pick up foul number 1 on the day. Honestly, not a lot of fouls in this game. This has been a very clean game for both sides. Both sides have been playing very clean defense. So to inbound the pass right now, Josh Hart is standing on the sideline, covered by Jalen Johnson. Hart. Mitch Robinson has checked in for Karl-Anthony Towns. Actually, both of them are on the court, so it looks like New York is going big here. Uh-oh, it's going to be stolen. Looks like Atlanta comes up with the turnover. Kuminga's going to be fouled. He gets the shot and the bucket. So 5 minutes left to go, and 1, Josh Hart. It's actually Mikal Bridges who's going to be charged for the foul. So Bridges will pick up a foul right now. It's his first of the day. The Atlanta Hawks get a few points back, and the score is now 13-17. 13-17 with 5 minutes left to go in the first. Jonathan Kuminga to make it a 3-point game. He will miss the free throw, and so it stays a 4-point game. Rebound by Josh Hart. Brunson to the Knicks logo. Brunson into the no man's land here. Finds Bridges in the corner for 3. Bang! Bridges in the corner for 3. 20-13 is the score. Atlanta Hawks down by 7 after that shot. Kuminga is posted up against Brunson. Kuminga will shoot another whistle, but this time it's against Kuminga. The official calls it a charge, and it's Knicks ball. So the Knicks get the basketball. Jonathan Kuminga with an offensive foul trying to go through the chest of Jalen Brunson. And the official said, "You can't do that." Okay. Here we go. Swinging the ball around, working the perimeter. The New York Knicks in control right now. Here is Mitch Robinson. Robinson hands this off backwards to Bridges. Bridges will step up, finds Cat in the corner. Cat for 3, Cat off the rim. And this is going to be last touched right now. They're saying it's going to be last touched by Atlanta. All the Atlanta players objecting, especially right now Okongwu. This could be challenged so long as the official has the ball in his hands, but it looks like Quinn Snyder not going to initiate a challenge here. Looked like it was last touched by Mitch Robinson. There's the inbound pass. Robinson with the basketball at the 3-point line. Robinson to Brunson. Brunson gets wrapped up. A whistle comes in. Brunson is down on the ground, wincing in pain. Looks like Daniels is going to be helped up right now. Brunson still on the deck. He's kind of holding his abdomen right now. See if he's okay. A little shaken up after that. I mean, he kind of ran into his own guy. Oh, nothing on the abdomen. He got hit in the neck area here. So left side, left shoulder, the part of his neck got taken out. It was incidental here. Brunson is shaken up. And this is dead ball right now. It's an official review. 4:09. Daniels was the one who ran into him. So Dyson Daniels accidentally runs into Jalen Brunson. The officials are going to look to see if this is a flagrant, is my guess. I don't think it will be. I just think that this is part of the game. But let's see what they say. The play is under review. Okay. So they are going to stop the clock here for a moment. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, guys, Brunson is hurt, says the Brunson Turner. Let's see. What's good, brother? What's good? Amp Black with the Goku photo in the picture right here. Says, just wanted to say, keep up the good work. You got this, pimpin'. And by the way, that's what I call multitasking for real. For real. Good luck with that ghost pepper. Bro, I will not be eating a ghost pepper because the Spurs are going to get to the Western Conference Finals. I'm telling you now, Amp Black. I'm telling you now, my brother. That's it. That's it. True, says Brunson. Let's see. James Joseph saying, don't cheat sportsmanship. I'm trying hard. Yeah, okay, so the official's saying exactly what I said. The contact seemed incidental. The call is going to stand. It's not going to be a flagrant. So this is just going to be a common foul here. It will be against Atlanta, and so the New York Knicks will retain the basketball. Atlanta down by 7, looking for the answers here. Atlanta down by 7, looking for the answers here. Camera focused right now on the New York Knicks. 4:09 on the clock. Michael says the Spurs are a good team. Heck yeah, they are, sir. Heck yes, they are. Probably going to end up eating this protein bar. We felt a little awkward yesterday, man. I felt a little off in my jersey. It's funny, man, because I thought that jersey would have been a different cut. It wasn't the cut I was looking for. That's okay. But it did make me want to get these arms pumped up. So we hit the gym today, chest, shoulders, triceps. Upper body, we actually did more back and biceps. Nobody cares. I'm just rambling. The inbound pass is going to be deflected right now. This will be touched right here by Dyson Daniels. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds once again. So out of bounds once again. We're going to do another inbound pass. Here's the bounce in. So Brunson with the ball. Brunson at the Knicks logo. 10 seconds on the shot clock here after that last foul. So Brunson is at the top of the key. He steps up to the free throw line. Fancy footwork here. He'll fade away on the shot. It's going to be a missed shot. Wow, nice put back there. The tip-in goes for Mitch Robinson. So Mitch Robinson gets a nice tip-in. Giggity. The score is 22-13. Kuminga, top of the screen right now. It is Daniels, Dyson Daniels. Cuts to the left. He's on the run, goes to the corner. This three-point shot for Okongwu is good. It is now 16-22. Beautiful bucket for Onyeka. Onyeka Okongwu with a three-point shot in the corner. Jalen Brunson with the basketball. Brunson still on the run. Here's a pass to Bridges. Bridges throws this up in the air. It's a brick rebound by Mitch Robinson. There's a pass to Bridges, and Bridges going to try to go over and under. He will miss. Another pull down for Okongwu. And here comes Jalen Johnson. Johnson's at the straightaway. Johnson to the left. Dyson Daniels steps on the gas. He tries to get past Robinson, doesn't like it, kicks it to Johnson. Johnson posted up right now against elite defense from Josh Hart. Goes to Dyson Daniels. He lays this one out. Three-point shot is no good. Rebounded by New York. Brunson to Bridges. Bridges on the run. Bridges will be fouled. And it's going to be Okongwu who picks it up, so Bridges goes to the stripe for 2 shots. That'll be foul number 2 on Okongwu. I definitely did say giggity. Jesus saying, Mario, can you send a shout-out to Nano Briones and Javi? Nano Briones. Javi, ¿qué onda, mi gente? Bienvenidos. Watching your stream, making carnita asada. Eso, mi amigo, suena riquísimo. Guárdame un poco, por favor. Guárdame un poco, por favor. Okay, the first shot at the free throw line is good for the New York Knicks. Daniel Maldonado Perez saying, thanks for the hard work. Go get it, sir. Boom. Fist bumps to you, brother. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate the super. At the free throw line for the second shot. So Mikal Bridges, shot number 2. Swish. 24-16, an 8-point lead for the New York Knicks. Here are the Atlanta Hawks, still struggling to figure out their rhythm. Nice lead pass here, though. There's a pass to the three-point line. Sidestep, Nickeil Alexander-Walker working the perimeter. Spin move, the drive with the right hand. He'll shoot, doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Mitch Robinson, and here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson. Pass, alley-oop, and there's the jam. Mitch Robinson gonna drop the hammer right now. Mitch Robinson getting an alley-oop. Beautiful assist for OG Anunoby on that play. Here's the drive for Jonathan Kuminga. He'll be fouled, and so he goes to the free throw line. 16-26. That foul puts Atlanta in the bonus. I believe both teams are actually in the bonus, just for the record. Let's see. Seth says, you ate the whole wheel of cheese. I don't speak Spanish. Wait, what? The whole wheel of cheese. First free throw is good for Jonathan Kuminga. I speak French too. I don't. Je ne parle pas français. Do you speak Latin? I speak descendant language of Latin. You speak Latin, you just don't realize it. You do speak Latin, you just don't realize it yet. There are some Latin words that translate really well into Spanish, but it's not always, dollar for dollar, nickel for nickel, or whatever you want to call it. Under 2 left to play in the first, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Brunson with a 9-point lead. The New York Knicks at the 3-point line. Bounce pass to OG Anunoby, who will drive and takes it all the way to the rack. He will drop this one in the bucket, and it's 28-17. Going with it, C.J. McCollum behind the back. A step-back triple. McCollum knocks it down. 20-28. Keeping this one relatively close. The New York Knicks keeping Atlanta, though, close, but yes, yet at arm's length here. So keeping them just right out there. Here's an alley-oop upstairs and another one for Mitch Robinson. Atlanta does not have an answer to stop or defend that alley-oop. Mitch Robinson out here looking like Wemby. Here we go. Jonathan Kuminga at the straightaway. Foul going to be called. Looks like this one is going to be against Landry Shamet. So Landry Shamet will be charged with a loose ball foul because we are in the bonus. We should be going to the free throw line. This means C.J. McCollum is going to go to the stripe to shoot 2 shots. McCollum, good with the first. This makes it a 9-point game. Alexander Walker went to the bench for like 1 play. He's back on the court right now for the Hawks. You got McCollum, Daniels, Kuminga, Bradley, and Alexander Walker. On the court for the Knicks, it's Robinson, Brunson, Anunoby, Shamet, and McBride. Second free throw is good for McCollum. The clock is on once more. 60 seconds here. Looks like there's another foul. And this is going to be a personal foul on Mitch Robinson. Ooh, Robinson getting into it right now with Dyson Daniels. And players having to be pulled apart at the moment. Okay. Players having to be separated right now. Mitch Robinson and Dyson Daniels. I think Mitch Robinson would win that fight for sure. I think Mitch Robinson has the upper hand right there. That's definitely a foul. I think what Dyson Daniels wasn't happy about was the step over, the way that he walked over him right there. Yeah. So Mitch Robinson came up from behind and accidentally pushed him over. Here's what happened, guys. Mitch Robinson. Oh shit! I forgot the weights were still here. I gotta get these out of my office. We're gonna do the pump cam next time. Anyways, Mitch Robinson stepped up, tried to get in. He knocked him over. So down forward he falls. Dyson Daniels is laying down. Then Daniels is laying down, right? And here comes Robinson stepping over the top of him after pushing him to the ground. Daniels gets up, and he's like, hey, man. And so they start going back and forth. It was the step over. It was the step over that caused the fight right now. Dyson also just trucked Brunson too, fact. But that was also because of Mitch Robinson. It was because of a bad Mitch Robinson screen. The officials called it a good screen, but his feet were moving. Brando, good-looking pants. I got you, brother. Always with the good-looking pants. I got like 3 pairs of black pants now. This play is currently still under review. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to add something here. Let's see if it says this. Okay, so the act of Mitchell Robinson walking over the opponent has been deemed unsportsmanlike. So it will be a single shot technical for the Atlanta Hawks. Does everybody understand what just happened? This play is no longer under review. It's going to be a technical foul here for Mitchell Robinson. Score is still 30-22. We're going to get one technical shot here for the Atlanta Hawks. Shooting it is Alexander Walker. You know, they say hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. The technical free throw was made here, folks. The score is 23-30. It's a 7-point game with 61 seconds left to go in the first. Preston says, repeat, first down. What does my Football Nation helmet mean? It's just a symbol for how long you've been a channel member. Once you hit 1 year, you get a trophy like Robert or like Country. What's up, Country? I see you in the chat. How you doing, girl? Welcome in. Let's start the clock. Atlanta with the basketball after the technical foul. Less than a minute here left to go. C.J. McCollum is at the three-point line. McCollum covered by McBride. McCollum will pull up and shoot the elbow jump shot. No good. Rebound, Josh Hart. Hart gets the board. Hart brings it up. Top of the screen for Josh Hart. Hart on the dribble at the straightaway, goes back to Brunson. Brunson on the move. Brunson will lay this up. Brunson scores with the right hand. I see you, Brunson. Brunson making that look easy. Nice pass to the inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had the angle. He goes to Kuminga to shoot the three. He should have just taken the shot himself. The three-point shot is no good. Here is Jalen Brunson on the run. Brunson will pull up here to the three-point line and slow down to take the final shot of the first quarter. Brunson directing traffic. Brunson saying, move over here, guys, move, move. Here's the pick. OG Anunoby giving him some coverage. Brunson will pull up and shoot this one. Air ball as it goes out of bounds to end the quarter. Oof, ugly way to end the quarter, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay. Got you guys in here. Knicks should win, says Mr. Ray. They should. All right, guys, give me one moment to – I should have grabbed this moments ago. Let me go grab the charger here to the baby monitor. I'll be right back. Give me just a few seconds. I'm going to put 12 minutes on the clock and also change this right now. Okay. Be right back. Well, I probably should have charged this sooner because there is toilet paper everywhere. He's doing this new thing where he's like tall enough to reach the toilet paper rolls, and there is no more toilet paper on that roll. We'll deal with it later. As long as he's safe, we're good, but the bathroom is an absolute disaster. Classic. Well, you know, this always happens when I take care of Sammy. That always happens to be the case, but hey. Okay, what's up, guys? I see y'all out here. I got James with us. What's up, Carolina saying hello. Country saying hello. Nice, says Mr. Mojo. Yeah, he TP'd me for sure, dude. He TP'd the entire bathroom. Let's see. Cavaliers and Raptors. Raptors down right now. Looks like down by 14. Cavs have a pretty solid lead there in the third quarter. Thank you, Tommy Praskett, for the update. That boy Rizzle says happy 420. Thou shalt watch thy animal. Wait, what? That's cat maneuver. Shout out to you, that boy Rizzle. It kept Sammy busy and quiet. True. And it's totally fine. Y'all see that video where they get Jalen Brunson call a restaurant saying he's the king of New York? What, did he really? Did y'all see the video or the photos that were circulating around with Dylan Brooks, who showed up to the stadium yesterday wearing a referee outfit? Look it up, dude. Dylan Brooks was trolling the officials in the last game before the game even started. Showed up to the stadium wearing a referee uniform. What a savage. Let's see. Vilius, what's up? Saying back for more games. Mr. Balboa, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? I see you, by the way. Love that photo. I love those photos you sent me, man. Appreciate those. Very cool to know a little more about you, man. Let's see. I watched the games. Cavs in Denver. Jalen is the king. Dang, look at the sub count. Nice, says Country. We're going to hit 120 here soon. Speaking of the sub count, guys, we can definitely break 119.1 here today. So if you're watching and you're not currently subscribed, now could be a really good time to do so. Here comes a shot. It flies, and it will be no good, guys. I got 11:49 here on the clock. OG Anunoby. Let's refresh this. Looks like OG Anunoby is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of shots. So a foul is going to be called. It is Corey Crispert who commits the foul on OG Anunoby. It'll be his first foul of the day. And OG Anunoby will miss the opening free throw out of the two right now. So, missed free throw here for OG Anunoby. Corey Crispert picks up the foul. Honestly, I don't think he played a single minute in the last game. At least I don't remember him playing a single minute in the last game. We'll see if he can contribute today. The second free throw for OG Anunoby is good. The score, 33-23. Inbound pass right now. Jonathan Kuminga with the basketball for the Atlanta Hawks. So Kuminga with the ball. He'll pass this back and forth, and we've got the ball now in the hands of Tony Bradley. So pass, in the wing. One more to C.J. McCollum. McCollum getting the double-team treatment. McCollum trying to find some space here, but he is closely guarded by Miles McBride. He goes to Kuminga for three. Kuminga for three to beat the buzzer. So buzzer beater from Jonathan Kuminga. I got you, buddy. Here's some pineapple. I got you, little man. You're good. I know you want your pineapple. 33-26 is the score. Here are the New York Knicks in the front court. It is McBride with it. McBride at the Knicks logo. McBride steps up. He's between the top of the key and the three-point line. Clears this to Shamet. Shamet steps on the gas. Oh, he slips hard. Shamet stepped on some water or something and fell very hard. A three-point shot in transition. Shamet gets up, but he is holding his tailbone. He doesn't want any piece of this. He walks straight to the bench and says, "Pull me out, coach." I don't know if he's going to be okay or not, but Shamet totally slipped and hit the deck pretty hard. We'll see if he's okay. Ooh, he just didn't get a flat footing here. He got his heel down, and his heel just slid by. Maybe he'll be okay. He's stretching right now on the sideline. Shamet needs a moment. The score is 28, by the way, according to my TV screen. 28-33, so it's a 5-point game. Let's start the clock. TJ Jean asking if he broke his tailbone. He called it by its scientific name, by the medical jargon, the coccyx. I remember 50K, says DJ Jean. Man, I remember 50K, 100K, 150 on the horizon. Let's keep going, guys. If we can get through the basketball season with 125,000 and then start football season closer to 150. Steal. It's stolen. Here comes Atlanta. It's 3-on-1. Fast break opportunity. Easy shot going to go there for Corey Crispert. And Crispert gets a bucket. It's now a 3-point game here in New York. Shamet with the basketball. He does stay on the court. Shamet goes to the left. Shamet inside, outside, and looks like Anunoby will go to McBride. McBride to Shamet. Shamet at the Madison Square Garden logo. He'll pull up and shoot the three-point shot. Shamet hits the heel. It's going to be an offensive board. So an offensive rebound for the New York Knicks. Here is Miles McBride. McBride fakes the screen here. He fakes that he's going to use it. He'll pull up and shoot on a fadeaway. It's no good. Rebound C.J. McCollum. McCollum on the run. He'll give it to Kuminga. Kuminga at the three-point line. Kuminga goes to the wing. Change of personnel here. Kuminga is going to be having to go backwards here. He'll find McCollum. McCollum to the three-point line. This three-point shot off the back of the rim, offensive board. So a missed shot, offensive rebound. Nico Alexander-Walker. Walker will drive. Walker will be dispossessed. Somehow the Atlanta Hawks get another opportunity. A three-point shot from McCollum. Doink. No good. Off the rim. And it goes out of bounds. So out of bounds, still a three-point game. Lots of opportunities on that possession for the Atlanta Hawks. Not a single bucket made. My Mitch playing angry tonight, says King Crow. Thank you very much, Timothy Jet. What's going on, brother? Mitch on double-double watch, says King Crow. Mitch Robinson is on double-double watch. He could get his 10 boards today. All right, y'all. Ball with the New York Knicks. Here's Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson goes left, goes right, goes in. He shoots, he misses, and it'll be picked up here by Mitch Robinson. There's Robinson with another bucket. It's 35-30. The New York Knicks right now with a lead. Nice drive to the rim. Good strong run from Tony Bradley. Bradley is going to score here. Tony Bradley makes the layup. It's 32-35. Clock is still ticking. 8:45 on it right now. Shamet going to get stolen here. It's a steal. It's a fast break. There's the jam. And C.J. McCollum gets the bucket. Timeout called by New York. It's a one-point game, and the Atlanta Hawks are on an 11-2 run in the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Atlanta starting to creep back into this one. 8:37 left to go. We got a game, folks. We got a game, and it's a high-scoring game here, too. So commercial break. All right. Ooh, we need one more. Oh, come on. I know there's one person watching who's not currently subscribed. You got me tripping. Let's take a look at our analytics. Over 1,000 people hanging out right now. Thank you guys for being here today with us. Looks like our average view time is at about the 3-minute mark. Let's see if we can continue to grow right now on that. Let's see. Mr. Ray says NBC is way ahead of this right now. Well, let me take a quick look right here and see if I've got another channel. I've got this on NBC on YouTube TV. Maybe if I go to NBC.com, I can get a more accurate, or maybe even Peacock, right? Because this should be on Peacock, maybe. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find a different stream. Okay. All right. So I did just change the channel now. So we've gone from YouTube TV to Peacock, directly to Peacock. Let's see if this has any different timing on there. Here's a random question. Do you have a P.O. box? I do, man. The P.O. box should be listed in the contact area of the – I actually don't know what the P.O. box is off the top of my head. But the P.O. box is right here. King Crow says Peacock is NBC. Yeah, for sure. That's why I went to Peacock's page, because I'm thinking that I might get it. It is King Crow. Yeah, it is. So it's no longer end of Q1 either. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Cool. That actually feels better too. Okay, so it's no longer the end of quarter one. DJ Jean says, welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome to the new subscribers. Mobley going off for Cleveland right now, says King Crow. Is Nikhil and Mohamed Gay hurt? I don't think either of them is. Peacock is NBC streaming, says Mr. Mojo. Okay. Let's take a look around right now. What is this? What are you playing with? Okay, I think that's fine. Okay. I think he's okay. Let's see, 143 likes, 1,000 people watching, but YouTube has 206 likes. Please explain, asks Brielle. I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of questions for the giant play button in the sky myself. Lots of questions for the giant play button in the sky. Looks like they're cutting back from this commercial break, guys. Looks like we're seeing Josh Hart enter the game. We're also seeing C.J. McCollum enter the game right now. Here we go. Let's get it started. This could be very close to the same as what we're seeing on YouTube TV. I don't know if one is that much more quick than the other, but the ball is in the hands of Landry Shamet. So Shamet brings the ball up court. Shamet with it. Shamet in the front court. Shamet between the legs. He's looking across at his opponent. It's Corey Crispert. He'll pass this one to the left. Miles McBride. McBride pulls up. McBride, a spin move. It's stolen here. Atlanta to take the lead. Kuminga with the jam. Two-handed jam here for the Atlanta Hawks, and that's their first lead of the night. So the Atlanta Hawks have the first lead of the day. All right, cuts to the left, cuts to the right. Here's the move, here's the shot, and Jordan Clarkson is going to be fouled. This is going to take us to the free throw line. Clarkson to shoot 2 shots. Looks like 1,053 watching. James saying, if you're enjoying, hit the like. Looks like Mom's home. Hi, Christina. I see you out there. I see you out there. You know, I found the charger, babe. Yeah, he What is all this paper doing on the ground, she wonders. What happened here while I was gone, she wonders. First free throw was made right now. First free throw was made right now, guys. Okay, second free throw. It's going to be a miss, and it's going to be a rebound here by the Atlanta Hawks. Looks like there's going to be a foul here. Jose Alvarado got clipped, and so looks like it's going to be a foul against Gabe Vincent. Hey, gorgeous. How you doing? He was good today. He was really good today. Here, do you want to? He had like a 2.5-hour nap. I let him sleep. Like from 3 to 5:30. Yeah. Yeah, all of that's for him. No, it's like from right when I started the stream. Here we go, guys. Three-point shot. This three-point shot no good for Josh Hart. It'll be rebounded by the Atlanta Hawks. We're all tied up at 36-36. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the first half of this game. The Hawks, Nickeil Alexander-Walker lets the triple fly. Front of the rim, no good. Good box out right there by Jordan Clarkson. Here's Josh Hart, who will drive, puts the head down. It's blocked, but Mitch Robinson cleans it up. Mitch Robinson definitely on double-double alert, man. He's got 10 points right now coming in off the bench. Nickeil Alexander-Walker under the rim. He'll pass this to the three-point line. It's a bad pass. Kuminga can't grab it. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be Knicks ball. Knicks ball. Country? Oh, she just closed the door, Country. I'm sorry. Lil bro is adventurous, says Brunson. Yeah, he is. Mario, what the hell happened, man? What happened, Timothy Jet? Where you been, brother? Crazy game right now. The New York Knicks up by just 2 here. They had a pretty decent lead earlier in this one. Here's McBride. McBride slowed down right now by the Hawks defense. McBride to the three-point line. He lets this fly. He does not get it to go. Offensive rebound for the New York Knicks. Clarkson drives. Clarkson shoots. Clarkson scores. And it's 40-36. New York up by 4. Spin move from Jalen Johnson. He's at the Madison Square Garden logo. He pulls up to the straightaway. Now he's covered by Robinson. Robinson gets his hands in the passing right there. He blocks that pass. Beautiful job defensively from Mitch Robinson. Here are the Knicks. Hart backwards to Robinson. Robinson will shoot. He will miss, but he'll be fouled. So he goes to the stripe to shoot 2 shots. 4 fouls in this quarter already for Atlanta. Looks like maybe this isn't going to be a shooting foul. Should be Jalen Johnson who's charged with the shooting foul. It should have been a shooting foul. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a shooting foul. Yeah, Mitch Robinson goes to the free throw line. Mitch Robinson at the stripe shooting 2 shots. Victoria checking in for the Hawks right now. Looks like Vanro saying that was organic. Double-double off bench is a beautiful thing, says King Crow. Sure is. Let's see if he can do it. Health Screen Laboratory says Nixon 5. What's up, man? Mitch is that dude. Man, everyone knows that Mitch Robinson is not the world's greatest free throw shooter. He made the first of the 2 free throws, and the crowd got up in a roar right now that he made the first of his 2 shots. The crowd got so excited. Mr. T-Mac, what's going on? Alexander, shout out. What's up, Alexio? Alexander with us. All right, second free throw for Mitch Robinson. No good. That's kind of what we expected. This goes out of bounds. Last touch by Atlanta. And so it stays Knicks ball. Jonathan Kuminga with the butterfingers. Can't get the rebound. Jonathan Kuminga with the butterfingers can't pull down the rebound. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Looks like Karl-Anthony Towns will check in right now. And so Towns has checked in. Let's start the clock. Couple of player changes here for both sides. Brunson finds the angle. He will shoot. He will miss. But the putback for Clarkson. This is fantastic team basketball, guys. I just call it like I see it. The New York Knicks are helping each other out, man. Someone misses a shot. The offensive rebounds and putbacks have been a saving grace for this team. Gabe Vincent shoots the triple from the straightaway. Bang! Knocks this one down. So a big shot there for Gabe Vincent. Here comes Brunson. Brunson posted up from 50 feet out, close to it. Here's Towns. Towns inside, going to be stolen. Nice job by the Atlanta Hawks. Good feed here. Johnson at the three-point line. Jalen Johnson sees a man. It's another three-point shot. This one no good from Gabe Vincent. Rebound by, looks like Mikal Bridges. Bridges gets the pull down. Brunson with the basketball as he comes up court. Brunson. Little push off here. Brunson's at the top of the screen at the three-point line. He's currently being covered here by Dyson Daniels. Bounce to Mikal Bridges. Give and go right back to Brunson. Brunson gets the bucket and the foul. Shot counts. 39-45. Brunson goes to the stripe for the and one. Steve says, please correct. I'd rather not be blue. I prefer the green, says Steve. Oh, for real? Please correct. Okay, bro, I could do that. If you don't want the wrench, dude, you don't feel like you need to have it. If you don't want the responsibility, all good, brother. Let's go ahead and change that for you, man. Didn't mean to make it awkward. Sorry. Hope it wasn't too awkward. Hang on. Okay. Done. Sorry, Steve. You're all set, though, bro. There you go. Free throw is going to go up for the and one here. The and one is not going to fall. So the and one is no good. Here's the ball in the hands of the Atlanta Hawks. Down by 6. Atlanta fakes the three-point shot. It's to Dyson Daniels. Here's another pass to the three-point line and a block from OG Anunoby. There's going to be a foul, loose ball foul with 5:01 down on this end of the court. I think it's going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns. Looks like Alexander Walker going to check into the game for Gabe Vincent, who laid 2 bricks, but that block from OG Anunoby was clutch right there. Great move by OG. Go Spurs, says Rohanan. Shotgun of water. Oh, that's an old one. Reading yesterday's comments. Okay, we'll pop out the chat one more time. All right, Walker will shoot. Alexander Walker lets this thing fly, knocks it down. We're back to a 2-point game, everyone. This thing is picking up. We'll start the clock. I'll move my basketball. 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Jalen Brunson stuck in the wedge here, cornered by Dyson Daniels. Brunson will pull the trigger on the triple. This one is no good. Nice rebound by Dyson Daniels. Daniels to Alexander Walker. Okongwu gonna Euro. He's gonna shoot. He will miss. And there's gonna be a foul right now. 4 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. So it looks like we go to the stripe for 2 more shots. So 2 shots. I believe OG Anunoby is gonna be charged with that foul. Let's also scroll this down just a little more. These are your top players on the right-hand side. Can we get the PRA leaders updated, says Dat Boy Rizzle. I think this is right on time, bro. You're saying points, rebounds, and assists? This is action. This is accurate. Rake Flyer says, my girlfriend says, where's the chicken? Every time he says someone got a foul. Get it? Ba-dum-psh. Excuse me, guys. The second free throw is no good right now. The first free throw is good. The score is 43-45. 43-45. Offensive team rebound right here. Looks like Karl-Anthony Towns blocked the Nickeil Alexander pull-up jump shot. And it looks like it's going to end up being Atlanta Hawks basketball once again. So Atlanta with the basketball looking to either tie it up or take the lead. Here is C.J. McCollum down by 2. McCollum's deep into no man's land right now. Nickeil Alexander Walker will drive. He will try to shoot over Towns. Towns says no, sir. Towns with a swat here. And I think this is going to end up being a shot clock violation. Knicks ball. So the Knicks get the basketball after a good defensive possession there. Good job by Karl-Anthony Towns to make life difficult for the Atlanta Hawks here at the end of this quarter. That's block. Excuse me, that's block number 4 for the New York Knicks. Mikal Bridges. Excuse me, Mikal Bridges to Anunoby. Anunoby is going to be fouled now. Looks like this foul is going to be against Okongwu, and that's going to be foul number 2 or foul number 3 on the day. We'll see how that updates. 3 minutes and 54 seconds left to play, ladies and gentlemen, in the first half of this one. Game leaders on the top is showing scores with Daniels with 4 when McCollum has 9. Oh, you're talking about the top half here. Yeah, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why this keeps happening. Because normally I don't have any issues with ESPN. It's always CBS that fails to update. Okay, that's the one you were talking about. My bad, brother. I got you. I got you guys. There it is. Thank you. That guy is tough. I see that guy is tough in the chat. All right, folks, 47. Both free throws are good for OG Anunoby. 47-43. Here is C.J. McCollum. McCollum covered by Brunson. McCollum at the three-point line. Here's this shot. Wet. Good shot there. 46-47. It's going to be a 1-point difference between the two. Jalen Brunson. By the way, McCollum is now up to 12 after that bucket. A little push-off there for Brunson. Brunson will drive. Brunson into the paint. Nope. Doesn't like it. Goes to OG for 3. OG Anunoby no good. Push in the back from C.J. McCollum. You could see that from outer space. You could see that from the nosebleeds. McCollum, loose ball foul. Josh Hart goes to the free throw line. That foul right there puts the New York Knicks in the bonus. So Josh Hart will go to the stripe as C.J. McCollum commits the over-the-back foul. Welcome to the Mod Squad, says Country. Go Knicks, says C.J. Banning. Hoping the Detroit Pistons lose the series against Orlando so we don't have to play them in the playoffs, says David. What, David? What? Who's your team? Are you a Knicks fan? You scared, bro? You scared, David? Just kidding, bro. Looks like the first free throw is no good here for Josh Hart. Second free throw for Josh Hart is going to be good. The score is 48-46. 48-46, C.J. McCollum will bring it up. McCollum at the Knicks logo. There's the run. He gets past Brunson. He beat his assignment. McCollum to the rack. It's going to be blocked here by Karl-Anthony Towns. Back here with Johnson, though. Atlanta still with the basketball. Johnson in the paint. Johnson will shoot. Johnson will be fouled. Looks like Brunson will be hit with the blocking foul, according to the official. And so we'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Jalen Brunson picks up a foul here. I think that's foul number 1 for him. Could you get an and 1 sticker? That would be funny. Could totally put an and 1 sticker. You're saying like an and 1 sticker for yeah, you're saying like an emoji, a custom emoji that says and 1. I could do that. He was moving, says Mr. Ray. Okay. Second free throw also good. So 3:07 on the clock, guys. Jalen Johnson, supposedly the best player on this team right now, just barely has 4 points here. 4 points, 1 rebound, and 0 assists for him. Foul as Josh Hart hits the deck. Josh Hart down on the ground right now. Looks like this foul is going to go against Dyson Daniels. Foul, 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 foul. Sloppy basketball right now. Looks like the Atlanta Hawks going to take a full timeout. We go to another commercial break. He was moving. I could use a cup of joe right now, says CJ Banning. Honestly, man, I'm just doing tea here today. That's all we need, dude. I went downstairs after the game. San Antonio got the win. Wemby put up 35 points, bro. And I sat downstairs in the garage by the little bar that we have in the garage with I poured myself just one little glass of scotch, sat there with my Oban, and thought, actually it was Belvini 14. So I had a nice bottle that was sitting there. And I just kind of soaked in the win from last night, man. That Spurs win was so good, dude. I was so fired up in that game. Who the heck is Tom? Who is Tom? Oh, you're talking about this tie. It's a tied game right here, Jason Trump. What's up, Jason? How you doing, brother? He says, nice tie. How you doing, Jason? Welcome to the chat. WWW. Reading all the W's right now. W, says Robert. CJ with the W. Hello. Who's Tom? I think it's a turn of phrase. Very French of you. Merci beaucoup. Let's see. Tom Hardy. Oh, I see. I see what's going on, Jason. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate you very much. Johnny Walker Platinum, says Mr. Ray. You know what's really funny is, dude, I don't know anything about, like, social interactions. When my sister got married, I was in charge of getting her something blue. I did not know it was supposed to be something blue that she was supposed to wear. I just went, oh, I'm a bartender. She was a bartender. She might like this. And so I went and got her a bottle of Blue Label Johnny Walker. So I got her a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label instead of getting her something blue to wear for her wedding. I felt like an idiot. Her husband was not upset about it. I was just like, it's supposed to be like a wedding gift? I don't know what's supposed to happen here. Anyways, let's see. Pull the Wemby. He's definitely not a Wemby kill. I don't think anybody is. S. Scott saying nobody can match up with Wemby for 7 games. That's what I'm saying, man. $200 a fifth at least, says Mr. Raymond. Says Mr. Ray. Indianapolis, baby. What up, David? See you guys in the chat. I'm blue, a dabba dee, a dabba dee. She would wear her drunkenness. Fair enough. Fair enough. Justin checking in right now for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers swinging that Earl Grey. No, it's honestly, I hate the name of it just because I'm me. But it's throat coat, giggity. That's what I'm drinking right now. It's the right stuff. It actually helps traditional medicinals. Different medicinals. There are other herbal remedies. This is not the same herbal remedy that you guys are probably enjoying on today, 420. This is very different from that herbal remedy. Drago Balboa, I see you, sir. All right, man, you have a great night, sir. I'll see you very soon. We'll chat soon, brother. You take care. Have a great rest of your day. Bonjour, says Morny. He said giggity. Jokic averages like 37, 10, and 10 on Wemby, though. Not necessarily on Wemby. Not necessarily on Wemby. Wemby didn't play very much in that last game to end the season. Wemby did not play very much in that last game to end the season. I'm going to give the New York Knicks, or not the New York Knicks, the Nuggets their credit, though. I'll give the Nuggets their credit, man. The Nuggets, San Antonio has literally still only lost 4 games since February 1. It is now April 20th. They've only lost 4 games. 3 of those 4 games were losses to the Denver Nuggets. So, you know, that is cause for pause. First free throw here for Josh Hart is good. We're at the free throw line, guys. Josh Hart shooting a couple here. Remember, he was fouled moments ago before the commercial break. Got the Spurs in 7th, but I think it'll be an amazing series. I'm with you. Kensley, I got San Antonio winning it all, but that's just because I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan. 50-48 as Josh Hart makes both of the free throws. Here's C.J. McCollum as he pulls into the Knicks half of the court. McCollum, spin move, nice screen here from Kuminga. Bounce pass to Kuminga. Kuminga to the corner. Here's the three-point shot. It flies for Johnson, no good. Brunson gets the board. 2-on-2 action, fast break here. Josh Hart going to slow down, tiptoes the baseline. He actually turns back towards the rim. He's going to be fouled here by Jalen Johnson. And this takes us, looks like, to the free throw line once again. Who's everybody got tonight, asks Walker Enterprise. We talked about this earlier. Looks like the majority of our squad right now is Knicks fan base. Would love to see more Atlanta Hawks fans check in and say hello. I know the vast majority is New York Knicks. Here's the free throw for Josh Hart. That one is good. Josh Hart to 10 points now. Josh Hart with 10 right now. Brant saying Boston will win it all. I think, Brant, I've been saying this for weeks, and I've said it today multiple times as well. I think it's going to be Spurs and Boston in the finals. Second free throw. No good here for Josh Hart. Pulling this thing down, Jalen Johnson gets the board. I think the Nuggets will win tonight's game as well. And if the Minnesota Timberwolves can win a game, I will give them, a little more respect, but right now I think the Nuggets are just too good for that team. Wow! Transition three as Jalen Brunson buries this one. The New York Knicks are up by 6. Knicks by 6 right now, 48-54. Here's McCollum. McCollum pulls up to the top of the key. McCollum goes through traffic. He'll get the shot and the foul. Looks like it's 50-54. CJ McCollum takes a trip to the free throw line. McCollum to shoot 2. I got Joker pulling the triple-double tonight. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, here's the thing. We know that good players are going to ball out. Wemby looked amazing last night. But objectively speaking, as a San Antonio Spurs fan, I don't feel like the rest of the team performed that well. And I don't even think, even though Wemby scored 35 points in that game, that he performed that well. I mean, he only had 5 rebounds in the game. The and one was good, by the way. Atlanta Hawks with the basketball. At the straightaway right now, it's Karl-Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges. Bridges will shoot. Bridges bounces off the rim. No good. Rebound by Okongwu. Woo. Okay, here's the drive right now. Nickel Alexander-Walker will shoot over Towns. Also going to be a miss here. Rebound by OG Anunoby. Brunson. Showing off the moves between the legs right now, covered by Walker. Brunson steps up. He's at the three-point line, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Now he backs things out. Shot clock down to 9. Here's a screen from Bridges. Bridges pulls up with the pick, kicks it to Anunoby for 3. Anunoby will knock it down. A 3 ball flies for OG, and OG for 3. Count it. McCollum. Cuts. McCollum will be charged with a foul right now. What? It's Okongwu with an illegal screen. He'll be charged with the foul. So how many fouls is that for Okongwu? Number 3? Okay. Looks like, whoops, let's move this over real quick. I can't. Okay, the crowd is saying, let's go Knicks, let's go Knicks. I got 51-57. It's a 6-point game right now, ladies and gentlemen. 51-57. It's a 6-point game. Let's start the clock once again. Knicks to the bottom of the screen. It's Jalen Brunson. Brunson going back and forth, dancing with it. He will drive, he will shoot, he will miss, and it's rebounded here by Atlanta. Jalen Johnson to McCollum for 3. Bang! McCollum gets it to go. 45.8 left here, guys. Let's get this rolling here. It's 3-point game, 54-57. Jalen Brunson with the basketball at the Knicks logo. Brunson will drive. Brunson going to go up and shoot past Nickel Alexander-Walker. Gets it to go. Put the points on the wrong side. It's 59-54. 59-54. McCollum goes right. McCollum will try again. McCollum for 3. No good. Rebound by Jalen. And Brunson has it. Brunson Going to hold for the final shot here, guys. The shot clock has been turned off, and he's been pushed into the corner. Trying to get some separation. Going to hold for the final shot. So Brunson will drive. Brunson will go. He will be dispossessed. It goes out of bounds. Stops the clock with 2.5. Last touch by Alexander Walker. Good job defensively there for Atlanta. We're going to get another inbound pass. 59-54. A 5-point game here as we approach halftime. Brunson to inbound. He'll give it to Bridges. Bridges has to shoot. Bridges will score, and that's the end of the half. Okay. Bridges gets it to go to beat the buzzer. We'll put 15 minutes on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, not half bad. All right, guys, it is time for our halftime trivia quiz. So, halftime, 15 minutes on the board. Are you ready to learn something new today? Let's do this thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario. You're watching Football Nation. We are going to do our halftime trivia quiz. We do this for every single game, no exceptions. We'll start with this one. Easy question, guys. We talked about it actually 2 days ago. Why is this my trivia quiz? This is not the right trivia quiz. This is definitely not the right trivia quiz. Hang on. Let's try again. Let's try this thing again. Okay, take two. Ready? Redo kick. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our halftime trivia quiz. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. It is your chance to do the best and forget the rest. Let's do this, man. It's going to be Hawks and Knicks, so buckle up. All right, y'all. Question number 1. Which is the name of the Hawks mascot? Should say, what is the name of the Hawks mascot? What is the name of the Hawks mascot? Is it Harry? Is it Henry? Or is it Happy, the mascot? Walker says Harry. What's up? I see y'all in the chat. I see Chris Tyler saying Henry. A couple of y'all saying A. A couple of y'all saying B. The answer is actually Harry. Harry the Hawk. Although I do like Henry the Hawk, Harry the Hawk is the Hawk for the Atlanta Hawks, and he wears the number 1 on his chest. Simple question. We talked about it a few days ago. We actually talked about the number on his jersey while mentioning his name, so a couple of you guys remembered that one. Let's go to the next. Easy question, guys. What division are the New York Knicks in? Is it Atlantic? Is it Central? Or is it the Southeast Division? What division are the New York Knicks in? Most of y'all checking in with the letter A. You know, that kind of seems logical to me. The logic is sound, guys. In that division, the Celtics, the 76ers, the Nets, and the Raptors, along with the New York Knicks. That is that Atlantic division for the NBA. 6 divisions across the way, most of them geographically close. What is the name of the Atlanta Hawks head coach? Is it A, J.B. Bickerstaff? Is it B, Quinn Snyder? Or is it C, Billy Donovan? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? What is the name of the Atlanta Hawks head coach? What do you know? We talked about it as well. Jason said Doc Rivers. Chris says my boy Snyder. Yes, guys, it is your boy Snyder. Quinn Snyder is the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks. Look at these Hawks in the playoffs, man. Way to drag your team. A team that honestly does not really have the star power to be where they are. You kind of lump them in with the Orlando Magic, where they've got some ballers, but the coaching makes a huge difference here. All right, guys, who led the New York Knicks in points per game during the regular season? Was it Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, or Jalen Brunson? A, B, or C? Who led the Knicks in points per game during the regular season? LeBron James led the Knicks in points per game. Love it. Most of y'all got this one right. The answer is Jalen Brunson. Brunson having himself a really good year, man. Honestly, one of the top scorers in the entire NBA. And he's doing it again here tonight, man. He's on fire. We'll talk about it after this trivia quiz. Let's go on to question number 5. Question number 5. Which team did the Hawks beat to win the 1958 NBA Finals? Was it A, the Rockets? Was it B, the Lakers? Or was it C, the Celtics? Yes, guys, the 1958 NBA Finals. Most of you guys, there might be a handful of you who were alive during this, but I'm willing to bet that the majority of you guys don't remember. For the record, it was the St. Louis Hawks, not the Atlanta Hawks at that time, but the Hawks did beat the Boston Celtics in 1958. So yes, the Celtics, but it was not the Atlanta Hawks, it was the St. Louis Hawks. All right, y'all, next question. Which player holds the Knicks record for the most points scored in one single game? Is it Jalen Brunson, Carmelo Anthony, or Bernard King? One game, most points ever by a New York Knick. Do you know? Is it A, is it B, or is it C? Couple people in with the letter C. A handful of you checking in with the letter B. The answer is Mellow Yellow, guys. Carmelo Anthony put up 62 points, bro. Back in 2014. Carmelo Anthony with 62 points against the Charlotte Bobcats on January 24th, 2014. The reason he's in the Hall of Fame. Next question. What year did the Hawks move to Atlanta from St. Louis? What year did the Hawks move to Atlanta? So we know that they won the championship in 58, but did they move in 68, 88, or 2008? The 8 gate. Chris says 88. Old school says 88. Devin says 68. And the majority of the crowd says 88. Preston, Mr. Mojo, you guys got this one right. The St. Louis Hawks moved to Atlanta in 1968 and became the Atlanta Hawks. It's been a while since they've been there, guys. It's been a while, so just know Atlanta's had a team there for quite some time. All right, what year did the New York Knicks draft Kristaps Porzingis, who's obviously no longer with the New York Knicks, but what year did they draft him? Was it 2013, 2014, or 2015? Old school says, wow, I'm not that old school. Wasn't even thought of, says Timothy Jett. Yeah, man, Santino comes up with some tough questions here. The answer is 2015, Kristaps Porzingis. Still in the league right now, guys. Kristaps Porzingis, one of the better players in the NBA. And, man, it sucks that he's been moved around so much. I'm actually pretty sure he played for the Hawks this year for like 10 games or something like that, interestingly enough. All right, guys, which Atlanta Hawk was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame as both a coach and a player? Was it Walt Bellamy, Cliff Hagan, or Lenny Wilkins? Who was inducted into the Hall of Fame for playing as both a coach, or being both a coach and a player? Coach and a player. Most of you guys seem to know this one. Good job, guys. Can't get y'all. It is Big Len. Good job, Chris. Big Len as a baller who wore that number 32, and as a coach, that is your answer right there. Looks like Kids Kiddo, 9 out of 10, by the way. I think we still have one more question, don't we? We sure do. Last question here. All right, y'all. Which of these ex-Knicks players was also a pitcher for the Chicago White Sox? Was it A, Walt Frazier? Was it B, Dave Bouchier? Or was it C, Bill Bradley? Dave DeBouchier, Bill Bradley, Walt Frazier, A, B, or C? Both a pitcher and a basketball player. Good job, guys. The answer is Dave. Davey wore number 22. Both of the teams. He played for the Knicks and also pitched for the White Sox from 1962 to 1963. So if you didn't know, now you know. All right, guys, how did y'all do on this trivia quiz? 7 out of 10, says Chris. 8 out of 10, says DJ Gene. Robert Zamora got 8 out of 10. Jason says, damn, Old School did okay. Lana did okay, too. How many bowls did Starks dunk over in posterizing from? 10 out of 10, says Mr. John. I see you, brother. Okay, man, anybody who got 6 or more, good job. Well done. Well done. Well done. That was not an easy trivia quiz, guys, and I've got one more coming up for y'all as well. As a matter of fact, let me actually go ahead and set that up so we don't have the same hiccup in the next game. Timberwolves and Nuggets. Okay, that'll be the next trivia quiz, guys. I won't let y'all see the questions, so I'm going to step away from it. But how did y'all looks like y'all did okay. Mike said I got 6, baby. Swaggy says good questions. Preston got 3, missed the 4, then got 3 out of 10, said Swaggy. It's all right, man. Eso pasa. Eso pasa. All right, folks, I'm going to get up on my feet. I'm also going to go let me run downstairs. I think I do need that Red Bull. I was on the fence on whether or not I wanted to drink it. It's 8 o'clock. I know it's a little bit late, but, yeah, let's do it. Timothy says your man went hard on that quiz, man. He always does, dude. I was really impressed today. I woke up today, and I was like, damn, I got so much work to do. And I texted Santino. I was like, hey, man, what needs to be left? Like, what's left to be done? Or he actually called me. And everything's done, bro. Wait, what? Yeah, everything's done. You did everything? You took care of everything? Yeah, everything's done. Damn, bro. You can put me in tears, man. Anyways, all right, guys, give me just a second. Let me grab that Red Bull. I'll come right back up. We'll talk about the box scores. In the meantime, I'll leave some of these numbers here on the right-hand side. I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's try this again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk some box scores, shall we? Taking a look at the away team here really quick. We're going to go through all of the box scores for the starters and talk about how we've developed in this game so far with less than 2 minutes here left to go. So, Okongwu has played 14 minutes, 7 points in today's game. You got Jalen Brunson, who's played 18 minutes, just 4 points for him. Not a good day for Jalen Brunson, who had over 20 points in the last contest. Nickel Alexander-Walker has played 19 minutes, just 6 points for him. Dyson Daniels has played today 16 minutes. He finished yesterday's game, or the game one game. Guys, the man played 36 minutes and only put up 4 points. He's now played 16 minutes. He's, again, sitting at just 4 points. These starters need to do more. The only one who's actually performing at a high level here today is C.J. McCollum, who's currently got 18. That being said, the bench doing a little bit better today than they were last time. Coming in off the bench, I actually don't. I got Crispert right here. 5 minutes played, 2 points. Kuminga, 17 minutes played, 8 points. Bradley, not on this list right here, but Bradley. Tony Bradley's played a few minutes now, 6 minutes and 2 points, and Gabe Vincent has played 8 minutes with 3 points. So coming off the bench, 15 points out of the 54 points currently for the Atlanta Hawks are bench points. For the home teams now, the New York Knicks and their starters, guys. Karl-Anthony Towns today, 16 minutes and 4 points. Not great for Towns. OG Anunoby, 18 minutes and 9 points. Mikal Bridges, 16 minutes and 10 points. Josh Hart also with 10 points. And Jalen Brunson with 12. So just these 3 guys down here with 32 points. And then the 2 up top, another 13. Coming off the bench, Mitch Robinson has 11 points and 5 rebounds. And Clarkson has 5 points, 2 rebounds. 6 minutes played for Shamet, a minute played for Jose Alvarado, and 8 minutes played for McBride. And that combined 15 minutes, they've scored a total of 0 points between the 3 of them. Guys, the second half is getting started right now. We'll put 12 minutes on the clock. Let's get into this one. Gabe Vincent, 3 points. Sheesh, that's his highest payoff this game. Yeah, not half bad. Grab my chair. Unk is going to grab his chair, and we're going to start the clock once again. All right, folks, ball in the hands of Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns inside to OG Anunoby. Anunoby to Josh Hart. Josh Hart at the three-point line. Hart lets it fly. Hart is good from downtown. 64-54. It's a 10-point game between the two of them. Ball in the hands of Nickel Alexander-Walker. Walker steps up here. He's at the half-court line. Bounce pass inside. And Okongwu will bounce this backwards to McCollum, who lets it fly. McCollum for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns to Hart. Hart gets in and out of the three-point line. He'll pass to Towns. Towns will take it. Towns for 3. Gets the flush. It's good. 67-54. We're now looking at a 13-point lead for the New York Knicks, and New York seems to be pulling ahead. Pump fake for Jalen Johnson. Johnson to the rim. He gets the shot to go with the left hand. Does get the angle here. Less than 11 left to play as we're getting the second half started. So already a couple buckets being traded here for both sides. Couple of buckets, being traded here from both sides. Karl-Anthony Towns to OG Anunoby. Anunoby to Hart. Hart will run into the paint. He'll fade away. He'll shoot. He'll make it. Wow, Josh Hart barely gets it to go, but he does get it to go. It is 69 giggity to 56. Here's the run for Johnson. Johnson to McCollum. McCollum to Okongwu. Okongwu on the run. He will shoot inside the paint and miss, but it's going to be a tip-in right there for Jalen Johnson. So Johnson gets the tip-in. It's 58-69. Down by 11, the Atlanta Hawks slowly slipping away right now. Do they have enough to get through this quarter? Okay. You've got Karl-Anthony Towns posted up. He goes to Mikal Bridges. Quick release. Looks like a whistle going to come in right now. Jalen Johnson going to pick up a loose ball foul. Believe Jalen Johnson's going to pick up a loose ball foul right now. Orange Viper says giggity. Justin says 6'7". 6'7" banned from Football Nation. Giggity toke this time. Mello says Brunson Turner. David is saying let's get it. Let's get it. Brunson to inbound. Towns with the ball. Towns holds it above his head. He's covered by Okongwu. He feeds this one inside. It's going to be last touched here by the Atlanta Falcons as it goes out of bounds. Jalen Johnson gets a piece of this. We're going to get another inbound pass. Okay, the clock is on. Looks like Brunson's going to take a shot and miss this one. So a missed shot for Jalen Brunson. C.J. McCollum with the basketball now. McCollum to the Knicks logo. Here's a pass to the three-point line. Johnson got a man in his face. OG Anunoby right in front of him. One more for three. It's going to be a missed shot for Alexander Walker. Here's Brunson trying to run, and this is going to be a bad pass. Goes out of bounds, 9:29 left to go in the third quarter. Did I say Atlanta Falcons? I probably did say Falcons. Hey, man, you're watching Football Nation, and old habits die hard. Why would Atlanta have two red teams that are both birds of prey? So stupid. They did this on purpose. The Hawks with the basketball. Here is a drive from McCollum. McCollum will shoot and score. It is 60-69. Hawks down by 9. Here's Josh Hart. Hart will drive. Hart will shoot. Hart will miss. Towns gets the pull down. Towns will shoot and score. It's 71-60. 71-60. Behind the back, Jalen Johnson has it. Johnson inside. Okongwu will shoot. He will score over Brunson. 62-71. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in quarter number 3. Brunson. Towns back to Brunson. Brunson almost losing it. Anunoby now has it. Anunoby under the rim. Anunoby will jam it down. It's 73-62. The New York Knicks continue to come up with buckets every single possession here. Here's a drive to the rim, and Dyson is going to get it to go. So Dyson gets this shot here. Dyson Daniels. Okay, 64-73. 11-point game. They're highlighting the sneakers of OG Anunoby there. Cool shoes for OG Anunoby. Bounce this one to Towns. Towns to Brunson. Brunson the drive. Brunson the layup. No good. Late whistle comes in. And an objection right there as Okongwu picks up foul number 4. Okongwu getting into some serious foul trouble right now. Yellow Canaries makes more sense, says Mike G. The Atlanta Braves, too. Seven minutes and 58 seconds left to go. Okongwu with foul number 4 on the day. Here is Jalen Brunson to shoot 2 shots. So Brunson's at the free throw line. First free throw for Brunson is good. 74-64 is the score. I'm trying to find among my mechs. Here we go. Got it. You got to bench him, says Orange Viper. Why sneakers? Were they made to sneak? I don't know why they're called sneakers. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Second free throw is good for Brunson. 75-64 is the score. McCollum with the basketball. Less than 8 to go here in quarter number 3. Pass inside. Ball with Dyson Daniels. Daniels inside the three-point line. Goes to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker to Daniels. Daniels out to the corner. Lines it up. Mohamed Gay shoots no good. Rebounded here by Josh Hart. Hart's on the run. Hart's at the three-point line. Gives it to Brunson. Brunson's on the move. Brunson goes up over. Ooh, he's going to miss the layup. And Towns, another putback for Cat. And Karl-Anthony Towns, rebound number 7. Point number 11, 7:27 left to go. Timeout will be called by Atlanta. New York Knicks up by 13. Okay, so New York Knicks up by 13. Stan Smith, says Mike G. Cat is cooking. I think old heavy shoes were loud. Yeah, I think it had something to do, like, I know when I walk up and down hardwood floors in, like, dress shoes, they're much louder than when I walk in just regular sneakers, so to speak. Tennis shoes are for tennis. Tennis shoes are for tennis, says DJ Gene. They should be, right? Chucks. I do like me some Chuck Taylors. Vans or Converse? I like Vans over Converse, personally. But you can skate in Vans. You can't skate really in Converse. Towns sweeping the offensive boards, says Old School. Atlanta needs a big man, says Walker. What up, Walker Enterprise? Welcome in. Give Cat the worst sound, says Checo. What up, Checo? Man, it's looking like the Falcons right now not showing up for the second half. All right, man, you can roast me. That's fine. That's fair. Man, how many fouls can you get? It's intentional. Man, that's G has some very choice words. Tired of all the fouls he's currently seeing right now. He believes that these fouls are coming in intentionally. Give the Hawks some good luck, Mario. The bricks need to go down. Agreed, Orange Vipes. Do you skate? Not much anymore, man. I can still spin a kickflip. I bet I could I swear, I bet I could still. I don't know if I could land it, but I know that I can flip a tray flip and a laser flip. But I can't land it, and I don't want to try because currently a gap in my health insurance coverage. So not trying to break an ankle and not be covered. Cat is destroying us, says Lewis. Stacy Adams shoes. Let's see, retired semi-amateur. My mom was my sponsor, says Jason. How long will Okongwu be out? Probably for the rest of this quarter, man, if I had to guess. Still skate at 51. It's old. No joke, says Mike G. You earned that, says Frederick. Run a rail live for us sometime. Yeah, if you want to watch me bust my tailbone, and it actually would not be the first time that that happened. People skate in chucks all the time. Man, I see, yeah, you know what's funny? They do skate in chucks all the time. And guess what's the first part to go? Is the part just beyond, and I skate goofy, by the way, that part right on the outside pinky toe that gets shredded because the leather just splits after like 3 sessions, bro. Unless you want to lose your pinky toenail after like 3 kick flips. Anyways, dímelo, que onda, Croy, what's up? To Atlanta, what's up, man? Hawks need that double on Cat. Brunson is a foul baiter. Are the Knicks fans still saying, forget Trae Young? Yes, probably. Let's see. Fellas were made for Atlanta, or Filas were made for Atlanta. That's why they didn't last too long. Daniel slacking right now. Air Force Ones. Get me stomping on my Air Force Ones. Give me 2 pair. I need 2. All right. How about them airwalks, says Timothy Jett. Vans all day, says Mike. I'm going to go with Vans all day too, man. Honestly, if I had to choose, I really like DC shoes for actual skating, or Etnies. I really like Etnies too. But Vans are just so universal. Here's a 3-point shot. This 3-point shot is no good. This will be into the hands of Karl-Anthony Towns. It's another pull down for Towns. He's now got 8 rebounds. Brunson with the basketball. 64-77 is the score. Here's a bounce to Towns. Towns to Brunson. Brunson at the bottom wing. Brunson gets past Muhammad Gay. He'll go up and shoot, and I think he'll get this shot to... No, he won't. He'll be fouled on the shot. Muhammad Gay going to be charged with the shooting foul. Jalen Brunson goes to the stripe right now, and I think my score might be off. I think the score is 64-78, ladies and gentlemen. So my TV screen says 77. TV screen says 77. So maybe another one coming in. So the first free throw for Jalen Brunson is going to be good. So that's why it's 78. 78-64. The AI chat summary is wild. Is there an AI chat summary? What does it say? Wait, what? What are you talking about? You ever jump on top of an open pipe and then slowly slide down into another world? Only always, only all the time. Here's a shot inside the paint right there. It actually is going to go for Dyson Daniels. So Dyson Daniels now has 6 points, which is 50% more points than he had in Game 1. Here's Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the basketball. Brunson will bounce this over to Karl-Anthony Towns. Brunson with it. Down by 12. The Atlanta Hawks need to get a stop right now. The New York Knicks on the attack. Here's a pass to OG Anunoby. Ooh, it's actually Mikal Bridges to Anunoby. Anunoby will drive. Anunoby will miss. And another tip-in again. Another tip-in again. Looks like Towns gets another bucket. It is 80-66. Here's Jalen Johnson. Johnson will twist around, twist and shout. Nickeil Alexander-Walker shoots from 8 feet out. He'll miss this shot. There's going to be an over-the-back foul as Dyson Daniels is pushed out of bounds. So Josh Hart is going to pick up a foul. Josh Hart picks up his first foul of the contest. Warning about skating injuries while giving Kat a nail polish. What's up with you guys and the nail polish thing? I see that all the time now in sports. I actually don't think it's that I actually don't think that it was that big of a deal. I mean, as long as he's balling out, bro, you know what I'm saying? Let him wear what he wants. Here's a three-point shot. This one flies. It's no good. Is it unorthodox? Yes. Is it unorthodox? Yes. Is it a big deal? Not really. Three-point shot for Bridges, also no good. It'll be rebounded this time by Jalen Johnson. Johnson to the top of the screen. Johnson will drive. Johnson going to be checked right here. He's going to be hit. He gets the bucket and the foul. That's a blocking foul. And it looks like it's going to go against Karl-Anthony Towns. So Towns picks up foul number 3. That is going to be foul number 3. We go to the free throw line for the and one opportunity. Viewers in the chat are discussing various NBA plays and warning against attempting skateboarding tricks. Okay. That's fun. That's fun. How many triple-doubles is New York going to have, says Checo? I guess we'll find out. Mr. T-Mac says the Hawks suck, man. Mike saying prefer pre-Rob. Oh, yeah, man. Pre-Rob Deerdeck DCs because, dude, do you know Rob Deerdeck's an actual billionaire with a B? So the shot was made. The and one is there. The score is 69-80. Giggity. The score is 69-80. And here come the New York Knicks. Knicks with the ball. Brunson switches the ball to the right side here, and Brunson cuts to the right. Now he cuts to the left. Fadeaway jump shot for him. He gets this to go. 82-69. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the third quarter of Game 2. Here's the drive for Jonathan Kuminga, slowed down by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns playing great defense. It's a missed shot. Rebound by Josh Hart. Brunson posted up against McCollum. Here's Brunson. He's going to be stripped. McCollum comes up with a steal. Nice job. A pickpocket there for CJ. He'll drive. He'll shoot. He'll miss. A foul against Brunson. We go to the stripe for 2. So C.J. McCollum forcing Brunson to commit another foul. That's foul number 3 for Jalen Brunson. And C.J. McCollum will go to the free throw line for a pair. That's last year's Brunson, says Mr. Ray. Ray Moncliffe. Oh, it's not a shooting foul. They're going to call this. The official said not a shooting foul. It's still going to be a foul against Brunson, and McCollum will drive. McCollum will be fouled. Looks like Brunson going to be fouled. Oh, Brunson picks up back-to-back fouls right now. Looks like Brunson might have been hit in the nose. He's checking for blood. So 2 quick fouls against Brunson. That's foul number 4. Here's the drive. Ooh, that was head-to-head contact. The side of C.J. McCollum's head right on the nose of Jalen Brunson. Brunson goes to the bench. First free throw is made by McCollum. It's 70-82. I think Brunson's going to go to the bench. They going to leave him out there with 4 fouls right now? They might. 70-82. Brunson stays on the court. Both free throws are going to be made, guys. 71-82. 4 fouls for Brunson, 3 fouls for Towns. This could get hairy here, guys, for Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. This could leave a door open for the Atlanta Hawks, who are down by 11 right now. Brunson will go ahead and shoot this one left-handed. He finds the lane and gets the shot to go. It's 84-71. C.J. McCollum with the basketball. McCollum against Mikal Bridges. Bridges giving him a little bit of space. Now we've got a rotation. Now McCollum is covered again by Brunson. McCollum goes to the right this time, and he shoots over Towns, gets it to go. McCollum up to 22 now. C.J. McCollum with a 4-foot shot. Excuse me, C.J. McCollum up to 24 now. So McCollum with 24 shots here, 24 points here today. Under 4 remaining in quarter number 3. Jalen Brunson on the run. Brunson at the 3-point line. Backed up again. Brunson steps into the painted area. A spin move, and it's stripped away by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jalen Johnson will drive all the way. He will shoot and miss. The tip-in will be good for Kuminga, and it's a 9-point gap between the two. 75-84. The Atlanta Hawks still sticking around. Reminds me of the Spurs game where the Spurs would be up by 14, and then the Trailblazers would go on a run and get to within 4. And then the Spurs would get the spread again. That's going to be a foul right now. They're going to call this a charge, maybe? It's going to be a foul against Kuminga. I think it's going to be before the shot. So Karl-Anthony Towns trying to post up on Kuminga right there, and I think he did commit the foul before the shot. So it's a foul against Kuminga. Jose Alvarado is going to check in for Jalen Brunson. Looks like a timeout's going to be called here by the New York Knicks, and we go to another commercial break. All right, guys, I'm curious. Where are my Hawks fans at? If you are a Hawks fan, please, let's see. Okay, I know we've got mostly Knicks fans, and I see y'all in the chat, but I want to find the Hawks fans. I'm looking for red in the chat. You've got like a 1-minute window where you've got a chance to drop red. Disc Golf Billy saying, I'm a Hawks fan right here. Swaggy McNoleg saying Magic Mario. You know, I love the way that sounds, but it just doesn't have the same ring as Magic Mike. Let's see. Hawks fan in the chat says Ray Mart. What up, Ray Mart? How you doing? That guy is tough, says Go Hawks. Timothy Jett says they're hiding under their couches. Money on the Hawks says that's G's. Trust says that guy is tough. I got Stacy. Augman is what Preston says. Disc Golf Billy, I see you. Go Hawks, says Ray Mart. Looks like Jerica or Jarek. J. Erica? What's up? Welcome in. Seahawks is what Jason says. Different kind of hawk. But, yeah, we'll take it. Atlanta Hawks fan born at Grady, says Jeff. What up, Jeff? Welcome in. Orange Cat checks in. Go Hawks, says Baseball Guy. I got Logie Cat saying, let's go Hawks. What up, Hawks fans? Disc Golf Billy with more red in the chat. I need Alexander Walker for 8 more PRA, please, says Mikey. What up, Mikey? How you doing, brother? Monkey, not Mikey. Monkey Mike. Yeah. Hawks all day, says Walker. Dirty Bird, says Checo. Hawks in effect mode right now, says Shalesh. Go Hawks, says Jeffrey. Hawks Zubar. I see y'all in the chat. Hawks fan for Raymart. Let's go Atlanta Falcons, says Arnold. Okay, still being roasted. That's fair, Arnold. Pravis Worthy saying go Hawks, baby. Glenn saying I want the Hawks to win. We won't lose. Have faith. Mario Kart Rainbow World, listening in the car, says Owl on the Prowl. What's up, Mr. On the Prowl? I see you, brother. It's Georgia over everything. Georgia. Go Hawks. All right, guys, we got a couple of y'all. I see y'all in the chat. Victoria checks into the chat, dropping the Hawks logo. 20 push-ups if the Hawks lose, says Shalesh. Let's see. Just got off of work. Knicks plus 2.5. Says Bag Fam. So you're taking the Hawks right now. Enjoying some chicken wings, and I would probably like some Atlanta Hawks wings right now too, says Mr. Relaxed. How you doing, Mr. Relaxed? Welcome in. Taking a quick look right now. Shalesh says, I believe I can fly. Woo! I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings in. Too bad that just didn't work out, huh? Okay, I got $200 that the Knicks will win, says Cruppy Little Paw. Monkey Mac says I'll do 100 if Alexander Walker gets that 8 PRA. Is it still raining, Isaiah? Interestingly enough, yeah, it is. It is definitely still raining. Let's take a quick look and see at the analytics, guys. We got 1,400 people watching. I actually have not been as vocal about this today, guys. I didn't want to turn anyone off after such a long day yesterday. But we do have about 1,400, almost 1,500 people watching. Currently, we're sitting at 344 likes, a little below where we want to be. We'd like to get to 500 likes if we can get there. So, couple of things. One, we have a likes goal to try to get to 500 likes. 2, we have a subscriber goal that we're trying to reach. We need 74 more subscribers so we can keep on track to getting to 120 by the end of this week, guys. If y'all want to see the odometer change and you want to keep this channel alive, subscribe if you are not currently subscribed. And more importantly, only subscribe if you're actually enjoying the content. Let's get back to the action here, folks. We've got a missed shot to open things up after the timeout. Looks like the ball is in the hands of the Atlanta Hawks. Here is McCollum. He will drive, he will shoot, he will score. McCollum for 2. 77-84. It's a 7-point game. Jose Alvarado on the court right now for the New York Knicks. Alvarado steps to the Knicks logo. Alvarado at the straightaway goes to the right-hand side, bounces this to Cat, and Towns will lay this up and in. It's 86-77, back to 9 points. We keep the clock rolling here. Jalen Johnson with the basketball. Johnson to the left-hand side. Johnson's at the straightaway here. He's got some space. He could have let it fly right there, and he's now double-teamed under the rim, but he sees a Jonathan Kuminga wide open downtown. No good. Off the front of the rim and into the hands of Jose Alvarado. Alvarado steps on the gas. He slows down, gives it to Towns for 3. Bang! Towns for 3! And Karl-Anthony Towns now has 18 points on the day. It is 89-77. The Atlanta Hawks, Nickel Alexander Walker, a spin move, a drive to the rim, a pass, and another pass. Downtown shot. Looks like there's going to be a charge against McCollum. Oh, my goodness. McCollum going to be charged with a foul here. Going to be charged with a foul here. Okay. Interesting. I got 2:03 on the clock, and it's not a foul on McCollum, ladies and gentlemen. It's a foul on Tony Bradley, who set an illegal screen for McCollum. And it looks like McCollum trading some words with the official. We're going to get a technical here on CJ. So, looks like a double technical. Jose Alvarado and CJ McCollum getting chest to chest. Ooh, talking trash to one another. Here's the inbound pass. It's going to be stolen almost immediately down on this end, but a whistle comes in. 1:57 here left to go. It's going to be an offensive foul here on Karl-Anthony Towns. They're going to call this a charge. That's foul number 4 on Towns as well. So now Towns is in foul trouble. Now, if the foul was on Towns, or maybe it's going to happen right now, maybe I got updated before it happened. Towns will drive. That's the call right there. Okay, so there is the call. Towns is going to pick up a foul. 1:50 here left to go. That's a charge against Towns, which, I mean, did not look like a charge at all whatsoever. Towns says, whatever, man. That did not look like a foul at all for Towns, by the way. Okay, so now it's with the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks now have the basketball after the offensive foul for the New York Knicks. 1:45 here left to play. CJ McCollum with the basketball. He feeds to Kuminga. Kuminga's at the free throw line, covered by Jose Alvarado. Kuminga going to be fouled on the way up. Alvarado says that was all ball, ref. Nope. We go to the line for 2 shots. So 2 shots coming up right now. We're going to see a couple right now. DJ Jean says the refs are sus. They benched Towns, says Isaiah. Yeah, he's got 4 fouls, Isaiah. For sure. NBA, no babies allowed, says Mr. Bojo. Here's that free throw for Jonathan Kuminga. It's 78-89. 78-89. Danny, what's up, man? He hooked to get around him, said Tommy Braskett. It didn't look like a hook, though. We've seen a lot of those this postseason. That one did not look like a hook to me, and if it was, only just, man. Second free throw for Kuminga is also good. It's 79-89, 10-point game. Here's Jose Alvarado. Alvarado brings the ball up. Alvarado to the left. Shamet going to hold on to it. Shamet inside to OG. OG to Robinson. Robinson going to dunk it down. It's 91-79. New York Knicks up by 12 here. New York Knicks with a healthy lead at the straightaway right now. Dyson Daniels looking for an open man. He'll pass this to Jonathan Kuminga. The ball is poked out of his hands, out of bounds. Last touch by New York. 1:07 on the clock left in the third quarter. Next game is supposed to start at 9:30 on this same channel. I don't think that's going to happen today. We're going to get a late start to the next game, that's for sure. Here's a three-point shot for the Atlanta Hawks. It's no good. It's an offensive rebound, though. Pass to the three-point line. Kuminga, no. Three-pointer here for McCollum, also no. Another offensive board. Dyson Daniels gets the shot up, and it's going to be another missed shot for Atlanta. Atlanta missing 3 shots in a row on that possession. That is going to hurt their chances in this game. It's almost stolen away. 2 players hit the deck right here. And it looks like we're going to get a jump ball. Clock stops with 32 seconds on it. So Jose Alvarado gets wrapped up right there with Tony Bradley. We're going to end up with a jump ball. Looks like 32.5 here left to go. This is playoff basketball. Multiple players throwing themselves down on the court here to fight for that basketball. Oh, they're not calling this a jump ball. Oh, yes, they are. Okay, we are going to get a jump ball. Let's see who wins it. All right, guys, jump ball. You ready? Y'all ready for this? They go up. It's tipped into the hands of Dyson. So Dyson Daniels at the three-point line. He'll pass this to the left-hand side. It's with, looks like Tony Bradley. A three-point shot will fly here from McCollum. Ugly shot for McCollum. Jose Alvarado will bring the ball up court. The shot clock has been turned off, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the final possession of the third quarter. Final possession of the third quarter. Alvarado will drive. Alvarado will shoot. Alvarado will miss. Here's the fight for the rebound. Coming back with it. Here's a half-court shot. This thing is no good. And that is the end of the third. So 79-91. The score is now 12 points between the two. So 12-point difference. Fourth quarter about to start. Let's do it. Don't do it, says Mr. Mojo. Hey, guys, thanks for the spike in the subscriber count. Thank y'all very much, man. We got a long way to go. We're still fighting for it. 1,000 people watching, still 1,400. Still under on the likes count, but that's okay. Don't do it, says Mr. Mojo. Nice lead, says Timothy Jett. 12 points going to be hard. Yeah, and Dallas Stats are trying to work out a contract with Tua as well. Well, I don't know what the deal is with that, but hey. All right, guys, let's take a quick look at some of these, the next games coming up right now. So game 1 was won by the New York Knicks. The final score of that game, 113-102. That's the final score of game 1. Game 2 still yet to wrap up, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 will be on Thursday. And I originally was not going to cover this game, but the way the NBA set up the schedule, y'all, I actually have to cover this game because they did a 6 o'clock game, a 7 o'clock game, and an 8:30 game. That's not going to work, so I have to do this game on Thursday and then the 8:30 game on Thursday if I want to do 2 games that day. Saturday will be game 4. This could be a sweep of the series if we need games 5, 6, and 7. They'll be Tuesday, April 28th, Thursday, April 30th, and Saturday, May 2nd, if needed. If needed. Thursday on Amazon, says Mr. Mojo. Yes, sir. Timothy Jett saying you won't need games 5, 6, or 7. Maybe not. Maybe not. I will say this, though. Let's go ahead and turn off some of these extra things I got open here. Let's move this over. Cool. Whoops. Yeah, I'm actually shocked at the kind of game that we saw last time. Both of these teams kind of underperformed from last time. We just saw what game 1 looked like. On average, the Atlanta Hawks are scoring 118 points per game, but they only managed to muster up 102 in the last game. The New York Knicks, on average, put up 116, and from the graphic that we just looked at, in the last game they put up 113, which is pretty close. Not exactly where they needed to be, but pretty darn close. Now, defensively, the New York Knicks were able to hold Atlanta to 102, and Atlanta were able to hold the New York Knicks to 113, but Atlanta could not find the offense, and we're seeing a lot of that here right now. So here's the truth. Here's the best way to phrase this right now, guys. It's the end of the third quarter. The fourth quarter is about to start, and that means that in order for the Atlanta Hawks to tie this game, for the Atlanta Hawks to tie this game up and try to send it into overtime. They will need to outscore the New York Knicks in this quarter, in the next 12 minutes, by 12 points. That is the mission of the Atlanta Hawks. They are down by 12. They've got 12 minutes to make up the difference, and that 12 minutes is going to go by pretty quickly if they can't buy a bucket. Let's see, Joshua saying, will you watch the basketball game? On what channel? This game is currently on Peacock right now. Lucas saying, do you think that CJ can get 30 points? Well, right now, he's pretty darn close. He's got 26. I think he's going to have to get at least 30 here today if the Atlanta Hawks are going to win this game. And I think the rest of the starters also need to pull through too. Start of the fourth quarter is here. Let's get this clock ticking. It is with the Atlanta Hawks as we bring the ball up the court now. Gabe Vincent with the basketball. Gabe Vincent, oh my goodness, just to open things up, it's going to be poked into the backcourt. Nico Alexander-Walker will recover. Walker against Bridges. Walker's going to be fouled right here by Bridges. 11:42 left to go. Bridges picks up his second foul of the day. Please, Walker, 8 more PRA, says Monkey Mac. Who's my favorite player right now, Victor Wembanyama. We're waiting for the inbound pass right now. Gabe Vincent inbounds the pass. Here's the pull-up into the paint and a pass to Kuminga. Bad pass here from Corey Crispert. Just too high on the delivery. Crispert with a bad pass. So it's a turnover, and it's Knicks basketball. Knicks with the ball. Jose Alvarado at the Knicks logo. Alvarado to the top of the screen. He'll hand this off backwards to OG Anunoby. Anunoby to Robinson. Robinson to Bridges. Bridges going to hold. Goes to McBride. McBride to the left. Alley-oop. And then finally, the alley-oop does not work for Robinson. Trying to fast break. Crispert will go ahead and lay it up and in. Great job there in transition for the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks, I need to sit back down or shrink myself down to size. Apologies, I'm blocking the scoreboard. It's 81-91, folks. Let me shrink myself down so y'all can see what's going on. Cool. All right, ball in the hands of the New York Knicks. They're going to let this fly. It's a missed shot, and it's going to be rebounded here for Atlanta. Atlanta on a mission again. They've got 2 points back. They need 10 more. Okongwu with the ball right now against Mitch Robinson. Okongwu at the three-point line. He does find the angle. He does jam it down. It's now an 8-point game. Timeout will be called here by the New York Knicks. So now the Knicks need a timeout. Hawks have 3 remaining. The New York Knicks have, let's take a look at this. Looks like the New York Knicks will have 4 remaining after this one. And good job at the rim by Okongwu, who's now got 13 points on the day. I got 2 Wemby rookies, says Mr. Mojo. Quit playing with this Hawks scrubs, dang. Teamwork, make that dream work. Go Knicks, says King. Joshua says thank you. Anytime. You need to invest in a graded 10 Wemby rookie card. I bet that would be really turn out to be good. It's looking ugly, says David. You know, I don't know. I think the Hawks are doing okay, man. Atlanta Hawks currently down by 8. For them to be keeping up with the New York Knicks is, well, you know, I want to give them credit. Let's take a look at how the season ended, guys. So this is the rankings at the end of the season after the play-in tournament and how it all worked out. You got numbers 3 and number 6 going at it right here. The New York Knicks with a 53-29 regular season record. The Atlanta Hawks with a 46-36 regular season record. And, you know, they lost a handful more games, 7 more games than the New York Knicks. I really like New York, man. I think New York has the talent to actually go the distance. I genuinely do. I do think New York has the talent to go deep into this playoffs, and I mean like beyond games 5 or 6 in the semifinals. I do think that they could do it, but I also think Atlanta has the potential for an upset, especially when you see how well they've been scoring during the regular season. The defense is lacking, and I saw someone in the chat say something earlier that was very accurate. You need a big. There's not a true big man in the center here for Atlanta to anchor everything down. But you know what? I think the biggest mistake that the Atlanta Hawks have done was trading away Luka Doncic, the rights to Luka Doncic to Dallas. Just instead, they got Trae Young and another pick. Luka was the truth, man. I wonder where the Atlanta Hawks would be right now if they still had Luka. And when I say still had Luka, I mean just didn't trade him away on draft night. Let's see. Doesn't know the meaning of water or soap? I'm clean now, says DJ Gene. Playoffs equals competitive, says Old School. OG and Hart got to join in and play. I dunk on them, says Mike G. Here's the next matchup today, guys. We've got 6-3 on the other side. Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves. That's our next matchup coming up in just a few. Again, an extended commercial break currently happening. But in case y'all want to watch the next game, I've got it coming up after this one. Minnesota Timberwolves and Denver Nuggets here in the West. You already know. Pretty dumb. The Atlanta Falcons drafted Brett Favre. Let's see. Well, you could say the same thing about the Mavs if they still had Luka. Also, I do say the same thing about the Mavs. Why would the Mavs trade? Okay, there's a reason that Nico Collins there were chants in that stadium for fire Nico. Nico Collins, Nico Harris, Nico Collins. There's a reason they fired Nico Harris. Not Nico Collins. They did not fire the wide receiver for the Houston Texans. They fired Nico Harris, but I think you guys know what I was trying to say. Yeah, Anthony Davis was not the trade-off that they wanted there. All right, guys, ball is in the hands of Mikal Bridges. Bridges will be fouled. 10-17 here left to go. Skip Bayless said it was a cultural thing, said Walker. You know, I don't listen to anything Skip Bayless says anymore, man. Skip Bayless is, I love my Dallas Cowboys, but the dude is delusional. The dude is delusional. And not only that, man, the way he talked to Shannon Sharp, man, was so off base. The way he talked to Shannon was so off base. Here's a pass inside. Clarkson going to get the shot to go. It's 93-83. Let's focus on basketball. I digress, ladies and gentlemen. Gabe Vincent with the basketball now here for the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks at the three-point line. Vincent inside to Kuminga. Kuminga with a statement jam. Back to an 8-point game. 9 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. It's anybody's game right now. Jose Alvarado going to walk the dog, let the ball roll up here, and he picks it up to Mikal Bridges. Bridges tries to get around his assignment. Bridges slowed down here. Bridges in trouble. Will bounce this to Clarkson. Clarkson to Alvarado. Alvarado back to Clarkson. Clarkson lets it fly for three. Back of the rim. Rebound this time by Atlanta. Only just. Nickel Alexander-Walker with the basketball. He's against Mikal Bridges. Alexander Walker will pass to Kuminga. Kuminga. One more here. Back to Kuminga. Alley-oop, and down it goes. Nice job by Okongwu. It's 87-93. We're now looking at a 6-point game. Jose Alvarado once again letting the ball roll up court before picking it up. Alvarado now has it. Alvarado covered here. He gets a clean lane. He's got the angle, and then he's got to be slowed down. Alvarado at the baseline. Here's a bounce pass to the corner to a wide-open OG Anunoby. Yes, sir! Anunoby with the triple. OG buries the three from the corner. The Atlanta Hawks need some money here. There's a step back. One more to Kuminga. Kuminga lines it up. Kuminga is just a little short on the shot. It's a rebound for New York. The Knicks will bring it up. Clarkson. Clarkson still with it. Here's Alvarado. A screen for Robinson going to come in to try to play some additional support here. An ancillary role. Word we worked on yesterday. This is going to be a missed shot for Alvarado. It's a rebound for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's a step-back triple for Alexander Walker. Airballed this thing. That looked like Dookie. Ugly shot right there. 7:56 left to go. Was that blocked? Did he get a piece of that, or was it that ugly of a shot? Bro, if that was your shot, you need to get your eyes checked. That was terrible. That was really bad, bro. Is Around the Horn still a thing? No, I don't think that show is still a thing. I think that show and PTI both got canceled. Looks like Crispert is going to pick up a foul. Got a couple of substitutions happening right now. Looks like Karl-Anthony Towns about to check back in. Looks like Towns is about to check back in. On the court for the New York Knicks, I got Brunson, Hart, Robinson, Bridges, and Clarkson. On the court for the Atlanta Hawks down here, guys, Okongwu, Kuminga, Johnson, Daniels, and Gabe Vincent. These are your guys on the court for both sides. We start the clock with 7 minutes and 54 seconds here left to go. Jalen Brunson with the basketball. We are in the fourth quarter. We're in the thick of it right now, and it's looks like a 9-point game. Brunson with the ball. Brunson to the left. Brunson lets it fly, but there's a foul before that. This foul's going to be against Jonathan Kuminga. This will be foul number 4 against Kuminga. Looks like C.J. McCollum's going to enter the game for Gabe Vincent here. We're going to see that change in just a moment. Love when Mitch and Kat are on the floor. He said a shower of booze. It could only be for one man right now. Booze as in like B-O-O-S, not B-O-O-Z-E. Not B-O-O-Z-E. Is Cat in? All right, guys, if you are curious, yes, he is. I got 7:38 right now. This is going to update in just a moment, guys. It's going to update in just a moment. Please stand by. Brunson to inbound. He does inbound this one, and it looks like another foul here. The whistle comes in immediately. This foul is going to be on Jalen Johnson, and Johnson's like, what did I do? So another foul. This one's on Jalen Johnson. We're going to get the inbound pass one more time, so let's redo this for the third time now. Brunson inbounds the pass. So Brunson cuts to the right. Brunson will pull up and shoot the three-point shot. This one is no good. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Atlanta on the attack now. C.J. McCollum going to post up. McCollum throws an arm out. Looks like no whistle. McCollum will dive, drive, shoot, miss. Back of the rim. Josh Hart gets the board. And this is a Mikal Bridges triple in and out as it pops right out. Offensive rebound. Towns to Bridges. Try again. No good. Two chances there for Bridges. Back-to-back misses. Atlanta Hawks with the ball down by 9. Here's a run to the right-hand side for Jalen Johnson. Out to Kuminga. Kuminga has been on this court for a long time, man. Kuminga will drive. Kuminga's going to tiptoe to the sideline. He's in the paint. He floats it with the left. It looks like he will be fouled. He gets the bucket and the foul. 6:50 left to go. And we go to the free throw line for and one. One more free throw to potentially make it a 3-point play. Hart put some fantasy points up tonight, says Check. Yeah, Josh Hart, man, take a look at that. He had a double-double in the last game. I think he had 11 points and 15 rebounds. Looks like in this game he's got 15 points and 11 rebounds. Josh Hart, not half bad, not to mention 5 assists for him today as well. Kuminga, the and one is good. It's a 6-point game, folks. It's actually way more intense than it feels. This is way closer than it seems. Here are the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson with the ball. He's going to use a Josh Hart screen. He goes to Bridges. Bridges to Towns. Towns posted up. Towns in the paint. Towns will turn around and shoot. He will miss. Clarkson going to try the tip in. He will miss. And it's rebounded by the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks with the ball right now. Here's a pass to Okongwu. Okongwu, almost poked away. He's down on the ground. The bounce pass inside. There's a shot for Jalen Johnson. He gets it to go. No foul on this one. 92-96. The Hawks are on a 9-3 run. Here is Jalen Brunson. Brunson. Oh, my goodness. Looks like the officials are going to blow the whistle against Atlanta, and Dyson Daniels is going to pick up a foul. Dyson Daniels going to pick up a foul. It's definitely a foul. Didn't get a piece of the ball. Overtime is possible, says M. Stone. Folks, that foul right there puts New York in the bonus. We are at the free throw line right now. Jalen Brunson will shoot the first of his 2 shots. He gets the first of those 2 to go. It's 97-92. 5-point lead here for the New York Knicks. Very close game. Very close game. 97-92. Overtime is possible. Got to make these shots count. Dang. Atlanta, yo, says Walker. Second free throw is good. Both free throws are good right there. So McCollum saying, hey, man, inbound this basketball for me. McCollum will bring the ball up court. 6 minutes left to play in this basketball game. McCollum to the top of the screen. McCollum steps on the gas. McCollum passes backwards, zips it there. One more to McCollum. A bad pass. It's going to be stolen. Oh, no, it's not. Somehow the Atlanta Hawks will retain. Shot clock down to 5. A pass inside. Dyson Daniels. One more. Shot clock down to 1 for 3. No good for Jalen Johnson. A very long possession there. They milked the entire 24 seconds and then missed the shot at the end of it all. 98-92. The score will remain. Here is Jalen Brunson, who will drive, shoot, and score. It's 100 now. 100-92 with 5 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. Timeout will be called by the Atlanta Hawks. 8-point game. All right, guys, so an 8-point game. Atlanta will slide the win. All players well into double digits except for Dyson. Okay, Dyson Daniels. He had the same issue, man. Last game, Dyson Daniels only put up 4. Kind of killing his team right now. Those numbers are huge for Josh Hart, says Mike. Put Alexander Walker in, please. He needs 8 more. You heard the man. Timothy says, come on, man. 100%, Mr. Mojo. 100%. Over 1,500, almost 1,600 people watching. We need about 50 more of these. Are there 50 people out there? I think that's like less than 1% of you guys need to smash that like button so we can get to our likes goal. And looks like we still need about 54 more subscribers. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, raise your hand if you're new. We've got a lot of people in here right now, so just drop 5 emojis. I don't care what they are. You can drop swords and boogers and whatever you want in the chat. I am looking for the newbies. The indication that you are new is if you drop 5 emojis. If this is your first, second, or third time ever watching this channel, I encourage you and invite you to the chat room. Of course, some of y'all may not have access because you're watching on TV, but what's up? Chop from Dale. What up, big dog? Here's a fist bump to you, sir. How you doing, Chop? I see Chop in the chat. I got Casey9928 saying hello. What up, Casey? Allie in the chat. What up, dude? How you doing? Looks like Gia fan page dropping in right now. Gia fan page, hello. I got Derek Young in the chat. Boise saying second time right now. Looks like Victor saying go Knicks. Gancho in the chat. Hello, Gancho. Kenny says hello. Solar Winds, rock and roll, brother. We got Mickey in the chat. How you doing? Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. What's up, Derek Young? Fist bumps to you, sir. Derek Young is in the chat. Check with the golf right now is in the chat. Looks like Brady Gamer says hello. King Crow says hello. Jackie with the strawberries. What up, Jackie? Welcome in. Bernard Mag. Hello. What up, Bernard? North Carolina? Nope, been listening to you since last year, says Wade Harris. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Wade. Cheers to you, my man. Kenny says hello. Salute to Kenny. Welcome in, sir. I see you in the chat, brother. I got, looks like Annin, Skies, what up? How you doing? Can I call you Ann? I hope that's okay. Hello, Ann. Welcome to the chat. I got Croupy Little Paw in the chat for the first time. A lot of newbies, guys. Croupy, what's up, brother? DJ Gene, nice try, bro. Nice try. You do a super rad job. Thanks, boys. Appreciate that. Snow Bunny, welcome back. Looks like Danilo is in the chat. RBI, man. Ooh, baseball fan in the chat. What up, brother? Ken. Hello, Ken. Francisco, hello. And looks like a lot of others in the chat, guys. I'm not going to get a chance to say hello to everyone. If I didn't have a chance to say hello to you guys, I do apologize, y'all. This commercial break did not last too long. No. Noop says hi, like 50th time. What's up, Noop? Welcome back for the 50th time. I see you out there, brother. All right, y'all. So we've got 5.5 minutes left to go. They have pushed the next game back by 15. 8-point game right here in New York. Tip-off for the next game is at 9:47 Central Standard Time. C.J. McCollum will pull up and shoot right now. It's a missed shot. Another pull down for Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson holds the basketball in his hands. Brunson to the right. Brunson working his way towards the bottom of the screen. Going to use a Josh Hart pick. And Brunson still with it. Will pull up and shoot. This shot for Brunson. No good. Rebound. Defensive rebound this time by Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga. Little crossover. Kuminga to the rim. Kuminga will score. It is 94-100, a 6-point game with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. All right, ball being brought up again by Brunson. Brunson steps up to the Knicks logo. Brunson uses a Bridges screen. He's at the Madison Square Garden Chase logo. There's the run. There's the pass to Hart. Hart will drive. Hart clears it to Towns for three. Off the front of the rim and rebounded by Okongwu. Okongwu will pass this to McCollum. McCollum will bring the ball up. McCollum crossover. The pass to the corner. This three-point shot. Good! It's a three-point game! Nickeil Alexander-Walker for three. Alexander Walker with a monster bucket now. Three-point game here in the Garden as Brunson pulls up. So Brunson with the ball. Everyone in the Garden on their feet. Brunson to the bottom now. All right, Brunson showing off the moves. He pulls up. He's in the paint. He is rejected. Here come the Hawks. Hawks with the basketball. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker now has it. He's going to direct traffic. You can hear the crowd screaming defense here. Walker showing off the moves. Will pass to the right. Here is the drive. Jalen Johnson will shoot. Jalen Johnson will score. It's a 1-point game. 99-100. So close of a game. A 12-4 run in the last 3.5 minutes, guys. Just 2 timeouts remaining for the Hawks. The Hawks down by just 1. Mikal Bridges being covered here. Bridges sees Hart, will pass to him. Hart at the three-point line, shot clock down to 3. Hart from downtown, no good. A defensive rebound again for Kuminga. That is 3 possessions, 3 missed three-point shots, and then a stolen basketball. The New York Knicks get it back, another opportunity. Brunson's on the run. Brunson's in the paint. Brunson will be fouled. 2:42 here left to go. So a foul, maybe? No, never mind. Not a foul, guys. The New York Knicks called a timeout before anything happened here. Timeout has been called by New York. They've got 3 remaining. They're going to need a moment to talk this over. Okay, not half bad. So, 100-99. Who will win this game? Pretty close right now. Over 1,000 votes in the chat right now, too, guys. Oh, boy, says Vince. Never give up. Says Knicks coach is trash. Rebound the dang ball, says Timothy. 3-pointer shots for Atlanta. Tired of Brunson, says Mac Blick. I need you, Hawks, says G. Jomar. King Crow, what's up, man? Trash. He says trash, trash, trash. Nice work from Brazil, says Victor. What's up, Victor? I see you. Welcome in. I'm 5'6". Or I'm 5'6". Need Cat and JB. Let's go. You're 5 out of 6 on yours, Snow Bunny. Cool. Let's go. Let's effing go, says Walker. By the way, Walker, this is how we say it on this channel. So this channel is Football Nation, also /FN Sports. That's why we say let's FN go on the channel. You can drop the K if you want. You can just drop let's FN go, and we know that you're riding with Football Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario. You are watching Football Nation. You are watching the NBA on Football Nation. I hope that's not overly confusing for you. The name of the channel doesn't matter. It's the content that comes out of it. If you're enjoying the content, smash the like button. Still need a few more subscribers to reach our goal, guys. So that'll be the last time I mention it here for this game. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. Here's a pass. It's in the hands right now of Josh Hart. Josh Hart goes to the top of the screen. Hart backs up right now. He'll bounce to Brunson. Brunson to the right. Brunson to the straightaway. He'll pass this one to Anunoby. Anunoby's in the paint, and it's going to be ripped right out of his hands. There's going to be a foul against Anunoby, and it looks like it's going to be Loose ball foul is what they're going to say. I don't think we're in the bonus right now. The score is 99-100, ladies and gentlemen. 99-100. Definitely a foul right now. The clock is hot. 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. C.J. McCollum with the basketball. Looks like there's a collision on the far side of the court. The officials don't blow a whistle. McCollum with it. He now heads towards the far side of the court. McCollum will drive. McCollum will shoot. McCollum for the lead. Will take the lead. It's 101-100. Jalen Brunson with the basketball. Okay, the Atlanta Hawks up right now by 1. Here's an alley-oop upstairs, and it looks like Robinson. No, it's an alley-oop to OG Anunoby, who will be fouled by C.J. McCollum. Anunoby goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. 1 minute and 54 seconds left to play in this basketball game. It's close here, guys. OG Anunoby to shoot 2 shots. So OG Anunoby at the line. OG Anunoby at the free throw line. Shooting 2 shots. The first free throw is off the back of the rim. It's no good. Anunoby misses free throw number 1. Anunoby misses free throw number 1. Next free throw for Anunoby is also no good. And it's going to be a foul against Karl-Anthony Towns. And Towns will pick up foul number 5? No, they're saying he stepped out of bounds. Not a foul. Not a foul. He steps out of bounds. It is going to be Hawks basketball. Waiting for the inbound pass. 1:52 here left to go. C.J. McCollum has the basketball. McCollum will slowly bring it up. Up by 1, the Atlanta Hawks looking to upset the New York Knicks here at home. McCollum to the top of the screen. McCollum hangs on to the ball here, cuts to the left. McCollum will drive. McCollum will shoot. McCollum will score. It's a 3-point lead for the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks up by 3. It's an 11-0 run right now. Jalen Brunson trying to take matters into his own hands to tie it up from downtown. It's good! Jalen Brunson for 3. It's 103-103. We are all tied up here in New York, ladies and gentlemen. This could be an overtime game. It's stolen back. A foul. Whistle comes in. 1:13 on the clock. Mikal Bridges going to pick up a foul. Mikal Bridges going to pick up a foul right now. Holy smoke. Renz wants the overtime right now. Boise saying Jalen Brunson is dirty. Filthy, nasty Jalen Brunson from downtown. Fearless, huh? 103-103. Basketball in the hands right now of the Atlanta Hawks. Here's a pass inside. It's stolen back by New York. New York with the basketball. Here's Brunson. New York with the ball. 55 seconds left to go. Guys, less than a minute left in this game. Less than a minute here left to play. Shot clock down to 8. Brunson to the left. Brunson to the right. Brunson will shoot. Brunson will miss. It bounces off the rim 3 or 4 times. McCollum with the ball. McCollum will go left. McCollum will back up, fade away, baseline, bang! And it's now 105-103. 33 seconds left to go. Jalen Brunson will bring the ball up court. Brunson with it. Brunson guts to the right. Brunson again taking the matters into his own hands. Goes to Mikal Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Brunson now will drive. Brunson in open space. It's stolen. Nickel Alexander-Walker with the steal. The fast break. Jalen Johnson gets the bucket. 10 seconds left to go. 107-103. The Atlanta Hawks have a 4-point lead. Wow. Everybody in disbelief in New York. The New York Knicks had the lead for the vast majority of this game. New York has been up for almost this entire game. And now, this is where we're at. Okay. So taking a look at this right now, guys, looks like according to the analytics here for ESPN, the Atlanta Hawks now have a 90% chance of winning here, and that happened quickly. Looks like the largest lead of the day is right now for the Atlanta Hawks, 107 to 103. The amount of time that the Atlanta Hawks have led in this game is just 3% of the time. 92% of this game has been led by the New York Knicks, 3% for the Atlanta Hawks, 5% of the 48 minutes of this game have been tied. So, we're going to cut back to the action. This is the waning final moments of this game. We're probably going to see a few fouls coming in right now. Timeout has been called by New York. 103 to 107. The ball after the timeout has been moved into the front court. We're going to get an inbound pass from the bottom sideline. The man who has to score here is Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart with the basketball to inbound. Josh Hart inbounds it to Brunson. Brunson pulls the trigger. Brunson for three. It's good! Brunson gets it to go. It's a 1-point game with 7 seconds left to go. Jalen Brunson gets the shot to go. It's 106 to 107. 7.1. Wow. We're going to see some fouls coming in. Timeout has been called by Atlanta. They have 1 timeout remaining now. So this will advance us to the front court on the other side. What a game, says Sports Card Beginner. What a game indeed, sir. Perfect timing. Don't foul. Y'all lost, says Mr. T-Mac. Not even close, man. Hawks don't play. We've been balling on the Knicks. I see you, Brunson. What's up, Yorny? I see you in the chat. No spoilers, says DJ Gene. Come on, guys. 1 more point, says Fine Gang Gaming. Jeebs saying Brunson, never doubt. Never a doubt. Ha Overtime, says Sacred. Possibly. Guys, type Y for yes. Type N for no. Are we going to see overtime in this game? Y for yes, N for no. Are we getting overtime in this game? 2,000 people watching right now. Don't forget to smash that like button if you are thoroughly entertained at this moment. Some of y'all saying no, some of y'all saying yes. Doug, appreciate you very much, man. I don't know, Doug, but we'll figure it out eventually. 7:01 left to go. Timeout had been called. We're going to get the inbound pass here, and I expect there to be an immediate foul. We're actually at the bottom of the screen. Jalen Johnson to inbound. He will give this to McCollum. McCollum is on the run. McCollum going to be hit right now. Looks like 5.6 left to go. CJ McCollum goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. So McCollum goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. Up by 1. The Atlanta Hawks need both of these shots, and they need them bad. Though 2 shots would give them a 3-point cushion. The New York Knicks. First free throw for McCollum is no good. CJ McCollum missed the first of the 2 shots, guys. It is still 107 to 106 right now. 107 to 106. With CJ McCollum to shoot another. Second free throw. Also missed. They missed them both. Here is Josh Hart. Josh Hart will push it, and Mikal Bridges will shoot for the final seconds. It's no good. Atlanta wins by 1. The Atlanta Hawks will win this game by just 1 point. Congratulations, Atlanta Hawks fans. The Atlanta Hawks win this game by 1 point. Wow. Atlanta will win 107 to 101. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys had fun, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Be sure to smash this subscribe button. We're trying to continue to grow here. I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast, guys. I'd love to stick around, but we've got another game coming up right here, right now, so I'm going to turn around and get ready for that. That being said, if you want to watch the next game on this channel with us, guys, I will be covering this as well. Here is the link. Here is the link in case you want it. If you want to watch the next game with us, I will be here. All right, guys, love y'all so much. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.